Hello, everyone. It is Nichole Goodnight, and this is As Seen on TV on GDQ Hotfix, our final episode. Because much like amazing TV shows such as Firefly, all good things must come to an end. But we have an amazing show lined up for you tonight. I'm so excited for this episode. I have been giggling and kicking my little feet about it since I planned it. So I hope that you have as fun of a time as it with it. Can't talk. 2 years into this and I still can't talk. As fun of a time with it as I had making it. There we go. Thank you. I've got a couple things that I wanted to let you know before we start our first run of the night. And I also have like a little, I need you to know about something that we discussed pre-show, and that is wired Wiimotes. And if you find it in your heart, if you're inspired to draw what a pair of wired Wiimotes in a Wii system would look like, please do. Because this is now living rent-free in my mind, and I hate it, but I also need to see it visually. But first, are you looking to get more involved with the GDQ community? You can join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. If you use !Discord in chat, you will get an invite and more information on that. And as well as keeping up with Hotfix, if you are curious about what's coming up on Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule and explore a full season lineup at gdq.gg/Hotfix. Now, a few announcements out of the way, letting you know about my cursed thing that I thought about with wired Wiimotes out of the way. We can jump into our first run of the night, which is going to be a Nicktoons game. We've had Nicktoons on before, we've had Crow on before, and it is always such a good time. So please welcome and get ready for Attack of the Toybots All Master Models with Crow. Crow, take it away.
Thank you very much, Nichole. Hello, everyone. My name is Crow393, and I'll be running Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots All Master Models. So, this game released in 2007 for the PS2 and Wii. The story of it revolves around the main villain of the Jimmy Neutron series, Professor Calamitous, going to be titled The Biggest Genius, and he is doing this by using Krabby Patties, fairies, and ghost energy. Keep those in mind, even though they're not really going to be that relevant during the run. But still, it's part of the lore, so it's required. Now, how this interacts with like the Nicktoons heroes themselves is because, well, Krabby Patties, fairies, and ghost energy, instead of him being nice, I mean, he's a villain, he steals them. He just steals them. So that's basically all there is to it. And we're basically trying to stop him to make sure that like we prevent him from before he becomes the biggest genius. And then basically like that's kind of what the whole main gimmick with the game is. Like the story of it at first like begins with like the backstory of how it starts and everything, and then like the rest of it is happening. Alongside with this, there's also a B-plot where we have to collect certain action figures called master models. Now, normally in the game, you don't need to collect all of them. It is basically like a recommended thing if you want to try and go for it. But you don't need to unlock all of them in the game to like beat it. You only need 9 of them, but there are 19 in total. And this category is all master models, so we have to collect all 19 of them, which in my opinion, this is actually my favorite category. I like to call this more of the diet hundo, because in this category, you don't have to worry about a whole hour and a half of grinding compared to 100%. So that's also why I like this category, but also because you get to play as like not only like you get to play as almost every single character in the game, as well as like entering through each of the master models just to show like all of their unique creativities and everything. And again, just because of like all the playable characters you'll be able to play as is definitely why I like it, just because like it's a bunch of Nicktoons characters that range from like when Nickelodeon first started, like back in like the late 90s up until like the mid 2000s. So you're gonna see like lots of little references of the shows here and there. I'll go ahead and get the run started right now. So time doesn't start here. There's going to be a 17-second autosave, but I'll give a countdown from 5, and we can start time on go. If I can press yes. Yes, I will like to create a new save file. Thank you, game.
Yippee.
Yep. In the meantime, I'm going and get this started. So we will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. So we start off in Bikini Bottom. This is basically where it leads to like Professor Calamitous using the Krabby Patties in his genius plan. So what's happening here is that SpongeBob and Patrick were delivering a whole mountain of Krabby Patties. And while they were delivering them to a factory, the robots in them ended up stealing all of them. And while they were trying to stop them, the robots ended up kidnapping Patrick, and SpongeBob has been trying to figure out a way to break in. And he was able to do this by disguising as a robot, which is what he's currently like dressed as right now. He's definitely like, in my opinion, he's probably won like probably a cosplay contest with this, so because like it has some really great creativity for it. And pretty much right now is what's pretty much going on with this level is that we're trying to get to the end point to be able to save Patrick. And one of the main things is that you're kind of seeing it already is these like really long jumps that I've been doing. So that is not really an intentional game mechanic. This is a like cool speed tech, and it's going to be used throughout the entire run. So this is called roll cancel. How it works is that whenever you roll off of anything, like whenever like you're like airborne and you do a roll. So what's pretty interesting is that your horizontal movement is not stored, or like doesn't have like a final like set value for when you roll. So it stays the same velocity for when you roll off. And rolling is double your walking speed, so you're able to go twice the distance in the same time. And also a little gimmick here is that you can also grab enemies and T-pose. And right here, I was able to do a throw clip. Now, there's already so much happening, so I'm gonna try and see if I can speed this up quickly because so much is just happening right now. But pretty much, throw clip allows you to grab an enemy, which grabbing was never mentioned at all with this game. This is actually a hidden mechanic featured, and it's just been like unheard about in the game for like the past 17 years until I discovered it last year. And it's pretty interesting. It's also pretty buggy, which results in some characters like SpongeBob, for example, as you saw, he T-posed, which, yeah, I guess that's pretty interesting to know about in the Nicktoons lore. Characters can T-pose. But alongside with that, so basically, back to roll cancel. Roll canceling lets you like go double the distance in the same amount of time and inputs registered. It's basically very easy to do this by just like holding or like not registering any like directional input on your analog stick, and you're able to go twice the distance with the rolling speed compared to like the normal amount because it doesn't cancel out that velocity. And currently right now, we finished Bikini Bottom when we saved Patrick, but we also met up with Tack and Timmy Turner. And now we're currently inside of this other factory right here because we're trying to look for other heroes who are trapped. And right now, this is going to be one of the coolest skips so far. So what I'm doing right here is that I'm just up in like a giant invisible platform up here, and I'm going backwards a little bit to do a little bit of like a maneuvering to trick the game into thinking that I'm in the previous section. Oh, that was not a good lag spike. That actually ate my jump input. That's unfortunate. But this at least gets to show you a little gimmick of the out of bounds right here. Yep, SpongeBob is just falling into the void. I'm gonna try and make sure I don't fall into a kill plane. You know what? I think I could probably say this. That because of that lag spike in the jump, that's never actually happened before. So.
Oh, so we told you it would happen.
It happened actually, yeah. So this, like that part of the section normally is like supposed to be loaded in, but basically right here is that I'm tricking the game to think I'm in the previous section and avoiding a trigger that normally loads in this section. So like as you see right here, the like other out of bounds, like the skybox and other out of bounds elements are now loaded in. And one of these elements is actually a pipe that normally enters right here to enter into the master model for Gur. Now, Gur is basically one of the characters that you unlock way later in the game. Also, yes, it is Gur from Invader Zim, the robotic dog. Well, the robot with the dog costume. Yeah, he's playable in this game, which is actually like one of my favorite things about it. Basically, what's happening here is that we tricked the game because like we tricked the game and that we were basically like the pipe itself was just unloaded. We're able to just like jump through, but like the trigger to enter into the master model is still loaded in. And because of this, we're able to activate it and enter into this level way earlier than anticipated. This is supposed to be a level that's like unlocked way later in the game, like at some point, like 40 minutes to like an hour, like when you're close. But we just were able to do this, and this like saves a lot of time. It also skips having to unlock Gur, because Gur is one of the characters where you have to unlock him and unlocking another character right after or like right before him. So like that's another like thing as well, as like we just avoid all the entire scenario as well. Okay, cool. That actually went pretty well, even though the fact that I had to respawn, but that's okay. So currently right here is like another, like again, continuing on with more invaders and stuff. This is basically a master model chamber. What this is that it's a little combat section where we like that we have to go through to defeat a bunch of different types of enemies before we unlock a master model. As you can see right here, that's the first master model out of like the 18 more that we're to be seeing, and that one is of Tuesday X from the Nicktoons show, The X's. Now, Basically, like, that's going to be like the whole premise of collecting, is that we're going to be collecting all these types of master models throughout the run. Some of them back to back, some of them involving with some backtracking, but luckily the backtracking is pretty, it's thankfully not going to be that long for many of them, just because like the game itself has pretty nice checkpoints. Okay, let's see how this section goes. So right here is a little example of just how much the roll canceling is able to save compared to like normal casual playthrough. Because normally, like in this section, you're just supposed to like fight 2 enemies, and then like it drops down like some platforms that you can go, and then you go onto the next wheel. But because with roll canceling, we're able to skip all of it, and that saves like 15 seconds already. So like that's just really how much like roll cancel is able to save just from everything. Also, I got a triple jump right there, so that's actually pretty cool. And then coming up right here is another cool thing. So this master model is normally supposed to be for Jenny, but by jumping on some more invisible platforms, and by hitting the trigger, which is out of bounds, or like outside of the pipe, we're inside of Jenny's master model way earlier than intended. Even though we will be unlocking Jenny later, this is still faster because it still prevents us from having to do the backtracking point. So this is still faster and way easier. Again, like, all the master models themselves have various different types of like designs and like styles, even though like many of them are platformers. I say many because some of them are different compared to what you normally would see with platformers. Some of them have their own different types of like unique ways, which you will be seeing like right after this one. Back in another master model chamber, this is basically one of the hardest enemies to deal with. It's an annoying one that I personally have had a grudge with ever since I've been playing this game since like 2009. This is Block. They take the most amount of hits. They can like stun lock you continuously. It is a pain, but if you just shoot some goo, that's basically it. Like, again, just like the old Nicktoons fashion. When in doubt, goo. It's always helpful in this game. And there's the second master model of Mr. Blick from Cat Scratch. Now, this is basically like the similar type of route when it comes to any percent, but from this point forward, this is where it's going to start to change a little compared to how we would with any percent. Because as mentioned earlier, in any percent, we don't collect all the master models. We only collect like the 9 fastest ones. But we're actually going to be collecting the master model, which is right after this one, which we normally avoid in any percent, which it will be for SpongeBob's. And SpongeBob's master model, I will give a little bit of a spoiler of. It is way different compared to the other 2 you just saw. If you never played this game, or if you have played this game, you may remember. Definitely, like, you're gonna be like in for a treat on how this is, because it is way different, but also introduces us to a funny little like opening cutscene. Which, you know what, for the sake of like just like seeing it, I won't skip it just so you guys can like probably take in a moment. But welcome to Factory Sewer Pipes, and enjoy this wonderful cutscene.
Let's go sliding.
Cutscenes, my beloved.
Heck yeah, SpongeBob with a giant tongue, and we're sliding inside of a factory pipe. Like, this is a literal sewer we're in right now. To quote reference from basically our little like scenario from like 2 years ago when I was first here, and I showcased this part like my first time here on Asking on TV with this game's any percent. SpongeBob is basically like able to absorb germs, and so I guess this is pretty sanitary for him. He's helping out the factory a little bit. He's just like collecting all like the mess, making sure everything's squeaky clean. But he's using his tongue, so I don't know just how sanitary this could really be. Right.
Probably not very, if I had to guess.
Well, I mean, your guess is as good as mine for this. I'm just more trying to figure out the fact of like he's able to even do this. But then again, Nicktoons logic, SpongeBob has Toon Force. There's no point in questioning it. So basically, this is more of like a sliding section of the Master Model, which is like way different compared to what we saw earlier of like the platforming ones with Gur and Jenny's. So in this section, what I'm basically trying to do is like just get to the end point right here, but there are actually some caveats with it. So the one thing to basically be aware of is to not die, because if you die at any point, even if you die at the very end, you're respawned all the way to the beginning, which is still crazy to even like realize, just because like that's how much, like if you mess up one bit, like if you die and respawn at all in any of the SpongeBob sliding sections, you're gonna like already be transported back to the beginning. And well, already on top of the fact that like you slide pretty quickly, because like it looks like SpongeBob slides pretty fast. That is not a lie, he does slide pretty quickly. And it is kind of a bit of a reference to like how he slides in the SpongeBob movie game, as well as Battle for Bikini Bottom. It works in that same way of that he uses his slide. The difference is that he just like he balances himself on his tongue rather than like just like using it as like a sled. which, I mean, hey, you work with varieties, you gotta enjoy it. Alrighty, so that is basically going to be the end of all the master models in Factory Zone 1 Part 1. I'll go and explain about like the different parts. So basically, in this game, there are 3 factory zones. There is Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3. And basically what we're going to do is going to end up at the end of Factory Zone 1 Part 1 and then enter into Part 2 over here. Now I'm going to go and just do a little bit of a like joke thing right here. Like, you don't have to end, like, normally you're supposed to, like, end the level by entering to that pipe, but if you time it well, you can just jump on an invisible, like, platform right there out of bounds, and you can just hit the end level trigger. It's pretty funny. And one thing as well that I should mention is that this is a relatively cool, unique thing that was found, like, not that long ago, or, like within the past year and a half. So, normally in the Wii version of this game, like, auto-saving itself has been, like, always been, like, an issue where it loses time because it's auto-saving. This hasn't been an issue with PS2 because in PS2 you could just eject the memory card and problem solve. But we found out apparently that on the Wii version, if you try and buy a costume that you don't have enough circuits for, which are these blue things as you see, if you don't have enough of them, then it just for some reason disables the autosave, which very strange programming gimmick by the game itself. We don't know, like, we're not sure how this specifically works, but at the same time, it's able to save us a lot of time in this category. And for this category specifically, it is able to save a lot more. And an example of that is that auto-saving disabled with this game, at least for all master models, saves over a minute, which, hey, that is definitely worth it. We take a whole minute of time save just from a simple thing that developers probably forgot about. And right now, you probably also thought of, like, I entered into the master model type right here. So this master model is normally intended for Patrick, but SpongeBob wanted to be very helpful and, like, you know, like do like a good deep friend because that's what friends are for. He wanted to be able to just like do it. So basically what I did here is I just, I did a trick called any character skip. So any character skip works by whenever you jump up on a master model pipe, you get sucked up by some wind, and there's a certain like area or like a barrier that prevents you from going up to hit the trigger, which is how the like game determines like whether like or how the game detects whether if it's the character specifically that can enter it. But what is a weird thing is that if you actually jump while like going up some wind, your jump gets stored into it, similar to how it is with roll cancel, how like jumping like speed gets stored into jumps. And that's basically like what it leads to with that, which is actually very cool. I'm gonna have to switch characters here. All right, cool. So, yeah, because of like the like momentum storage can be stored into jumps in general. By timing it very well, you can get launched up very quickly, and this leaves you a little bit airborne. And because you're airborne, you can input a double jump, and you'll be at just enough height to enter in or like to hit the trigger that enters into Patrick's master model level, doing it without Patrick. And you also get to skip a little bit of the platforming section with if you do the skip as well, which saves around 7 seconds compared to doing it with Patrick, and an additional like second and a half to not switching him in the character select screen. But so it's not really a recommended thing, but it's definitely like a pretty cool skip to still do regardless. And at the end of Patrick's master model, I also switched to Tack because we are going to be entering into Tack's master model.
I call upon.
He calls upon. What he called upon, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But basically, this is going to be introducing us to another platforming section, but it's different. It's separate. It's different compared to like how it is with SpongeBob's, where it's not the same platforming as you would see from like the other ones that we encountered earlier. So what I'm doing here is that I am going to be able to try and just see if I can do this. So I did a little shortcut right there, and that basically gave me a respawn. And what this does is that it tricks the game into thinking that I had to like not load in this remaining area of the level itself. And because of that, okay, I have to wait this cycle. Unfortunately, I got a bad cycle. All right, so everything right here is just unloaded. It's just like that, and because of that, there's normally like a giant wall right there that prevents you from moving forward, but because like half of it is just gone, and luckily the amount of point where it is unloaded is like within the point of where you can input a double jump, you can just walk off right here, and I'm going out of bounds. Just like how you saw earlier, SpongeBob was just like falling into the void. So that's pretty much how out of bounds works, is that whenever you fall in this game, there's this, like as a failsafe, the game like kind of like has a like where you get to where like you get upwards essentially. And it is very helpful and it's very useful for this point. And what's basically happening here, and what you just saw earlier, what I just did, like you saw like some like unloaded areas from like the part of the level. that's actually from another one of Tack's Master Model levels. So Tack, SpongeBob, and Danny, because they have different Master Model levels and like the save space on like storage and everything because of like disk like memory stuff and everything like that. Pretty much what's happening here is that all 3 of Tack's Master Model levels are loaded in the same like level area, and because of this, and by doing some out of bounds maneuvering, we're able to go out of bounds from Tack's Master Model in Factory Zone 1 to Tack's Master Model in Factory Zone 3, which is where we're currently in right now. And because of this, like right now we're just going to be continuing the rest of the level normally because we're going to be able to hit all the rest of the remaining triggers, which thankfully like does not trick the game or cause any major issues, at least for now. I'll go more into depth about that in a bit when it has more relevancy. But because of, again, like we skip all the way like from Factory Zone 1 to Factory Zone 3 because of Tack's Master Model, and just skipping so much, and because there's like also like each individual part, that saves a bunch of time on platforming or additional platforming. And it does save quite a bit more, but not as much as it would for any percent. So like this skip in any percent saves around like 20 whole minutes, which is still crazy to think about. But for this category, because we have to also collect the additional master models, it only saves around like 15 minutes or so, which, hey, I mean, it's still in the double digits of time save. That's still like way more than like we originally anticipated, which is still worth it. All right, I'm gonna try and see if I can go for a cool little strat here. Unfortunately, I missed it, but I'm gonna risk it. It's a tight cycle jump, but I'm still gonna go for it. Let's go! Got it! All right. And from here, just continue on with the rest of the level. And then we're going to be transported again into the Master Model Chamber. Now, again, like what we saw earlier with the Master Model Chambers, we're introduced to, unfortunately, Blocks, one of the worst enemies in this game, which I still hate years later. But we get introduced to some new ones. These are called Mr. Huggles. They are basically the pink little teddy bears. They're kind of essentially like the main, like, henchmen to the Professor Calamitous, as opposed to like the blocks and the stuff and like other like enemies they may have saw, like including some bunnies. But basically, like these are like the main ones, and there's 2 different types. There are some that are in the ground and some that are in the air. The ones in the ground have hammers, and they actually are weaker. They require only 3 shots of goo as compared to the ones that are in the air, which shoot projectiles and require 5 shots of goo before they're in the stun animation. And when characters that have the stun animation, when they actually have that one and like it's happening and you go off screen, they just disappear entirely. So like it's unknown. Maybe it's just like the game thinks that because they're already like in the animation that they're essentially defeated. But when they're off screen like that, they just disappear, which actually saves time depending on like it saves time on having to wait for their animation to end, which can save a bit more like on activating cutscenes or other little scenarios like that to load in other parts of levels a bit quicker. And after exiting the Master Model Chamber, you can see that we're now in a different area. This is Factory Zone 3 Part 2. This is actually a later section that is way like further in of Factory Zone 2 than where you normally would start off. We will see the beginning of it later at the end of like closer to like the end of this run. But what currently right now is that we're just gonna continue on for 2 reasons. Number 1 is to unlock the Master Model, which which we don't have to worry about when backtracking. And number 2 is because if we this is the only way to really progress onwards with the game itself, because normally like when you're at this point, you have to unlock like a form of checkpoint called the basement, which is like your main like hub world essentially, even though it's just like a 2D like animational image. But basically, like in order for the game to determine it, you just have to complete like the end of any factory. So that's why we're also doing this, is because even though like it normally gives it to you, like you unlock the basement at the end of Factory Zone 1, it still counts it when you also complete the end of Factory Zone 3, which, hey, still worth it. And then right here is going to come up is Sam's Master Model, which will require a unique type of wave when it comes to like the wind itself. So let's see how this goes. Nice, first try. We take that. That is actually pretty good. So how it works right there is that Sam, like again, as mentioned with like how the wind also like behaves. So because of that, there's like for some reason like the wind also like protrudes a little bit outwards from Sam's Master Model like area itself, and because of that, like you can go slightly airborne outside of the pipe. And the pipe itself is like registered as an actual model itself. So because of that, you can jump and land on a certain spot of it, which is enough of a window for you to get like your iframes back and do a jump. And because of that, you can also hit the trigger, which is out of bounds. And by doing that, you can be able to just enter in the level way earlier and without Sam as well. That's the one that's also collected as well during that is also collected during like any percent. But again, like we're also just doing this so we don't have to worry about it during backtracking, which will be like the main like thing when it comes to this category. But it's thankfully gonna be going by very quickly. And that's all the master models done right there. Well, now the enemies defeated for the master model right here of Ginger from Life as Told by Ginger.
I forgot about that show.
Yeah, again, like a lot of classics in this, and that are going to be referenced in this category from this game. Also, I'm going to take a quick water break. Friendly reminder: stay hydrated. Hydration is definitely very important in your life.
Hydration good.
Definitely. All right, so back here with some more generators, and I'm going to be careful right here. So I did a jump because normally like I was going to do like a bunch of chain rollings, but if I actually did a roll right there and I didn't do that jump, what would have happened is that it would have ended up like causing me to hit like the hitbox of the platform that was right in front of me, because it's kind of messed up at first where like it's clipped into the wall, like in the floor, but it still protrudes out a little bit. I also did a little bit of a combat section skip right there. So I did a roll cancel and like I got respawned. So that's a little bit of a checkpoint abuse where it skips having to avoid doing like 2 combat sections with some big tin, or like not some big tin robots, just like some like those mechanical robots that you would normally see at a toy store. But we get to skip all of it, and we get to have our revenge right here with the flying saucers, because they tried to attack us earlier before Stan's master model, where they tried to attack us with a giant laser, but we get to have our revenge. And there we go. Now this is where it comes to the point with the backtracking. So this is where it leads to it. Now the first thing I did right here is that I entered into the character selection screen of Amity Park. I'm gonna take another quick sip. All right. All right, now that I'm fully hydrated. So basically, I entered into the character selection screen of Amity Park, and what it does is for 2 reasons. Number one, it allows us to unlock Danny and Samantha Manson, so we don't have to play the entire level. Amity Park is essentially like it plays way differently compared to the platforming, as you can see here. We will see another level similar to how Amity Park plays later at the end of the run, but it's for the 2 reasons. Number one, to unlock Sam and Danny, but also because if I were to enter into the final level, and if I were to end up in the character selection screen, it would just cause the game to crash. So this, luckily, like it kills 2 birds with 1 stone, essentially, just by entering the character selection screen, which, hey, worth it for us. And this is going to be a very interesting like level here. This is actually one of my favorite like things with this game, is just like the master model levels. This is actually my favorite one of Danny's. So this is Ghost Energy Capacitors. This allows us to like, I skipped the cutscene unfortunately, but I'll let it play the next time we're in this one. But basically, Danny turns into like a full ghost, and like that's why he's like kind of translucent, as you can see, and he's shooting a bunch of like ghost energy to like destroy these generator things. Now, as you can see, there's a timer on the top right, and when that timer reaches 0, I'll end up like running out of time, and I have to respawn to get checkpoint from an earlier section. So what I do is that I have to quickly find these generators and destroy them, but also making sure not to get hit by the Mr. Huggles, which are all over the place here. And luckily, like when you do defeat all the generators, when you defeat one of them, it gives you like around 50 seconds of like extra time, which is, hey, very worth it for if you're doing this casually, so you want to struggling. Oh yeah, 40 seconds as you saw right there. It went up from 156 to 196. And luckily, most of it is kind of like easy on where to find it, but there are points where like the game kind of like tricks you on like where it could be, but it just says, you thought that's not where it is. Yeah, try again, and then you try and look for it around the point. And it's also kind of like unique about like the background itself. As you can see, like there's just like ectoplasm like gears, and also like a greenish like tint outside, which is pretty like still really cool. Other than that, that's basically like the end of the Ghost Energy Capacitors, and alongside with that, like being my favorite, one of my favorite like levels in the game, it also has one of my favorite soundtracks. Has a really, really cool techno thing, which if you are interested for that and may also like stereo, like definitely like give Ghost Energy Capacitors a listen to. And then we're back in another chamber. We're gonna be seeing this quite a bit, so like definitely like just get used to this for like the next 30 or so minutes in the run. There's nothing more, nothing less to say. And then we collected the master model of El Tigre, which is very helpful. Which, hey, if you may have remembered, I actually ran his game last year at Asking on TV. Plug in right there.
Oh my god, that's us.
Yay! Alrighty, so going to be entering back into Tax Master Model for Factory Zone 1. This is because actually, like, what we're doing right here is that, like, even though, like, I entered into it earlier to do, like, the out-of-bounds tack warp thing, it didn't actually complete his level specifically. So we ended up only completing the Master Model for Tax for Factory Zone 3, which we don't have to do in the, during the backtracking during this point. So because of this, you're actually going to be able to see how the level actually plays by itself if you've never seen it, and you've probably only seen like just the trick itself. But so I'm still going to do the little maneuver thing right here, but I am going to hit the trigger because by going up this point, it's going to actually activate it. So I'm just going to be able to complete the rest of the level normally, which, wow, it's going to be way different compared to how you saw it like 10 minutes ago. Now here's where it changes. So everything from this point is loaded in, and I'm too used to doing it out of bounds that I just sometimes autopilot and like would always forget. But not in this category. If I forget it, then it's an immediate run over because it's part of the master models. But again, like this level itself is pretty unique just because of like all the background elements. You can see like mechanical like a whole like metal tree right there, metal palm tree with like the grass roots right there sticking out, vines and like grass skirts right there, and then you can also see a monkey right there like swinging back and forth. That's one of my favorite background elements actually with this game, is just seeing like how like the monkey has like a cool little animation. You gotta like love it like when like they put attention to details when it comes to certain like background elements in games. It's pretty unique. And then right here, basically going back into the Master Model chamber again. I don't really know what else to say at this point. I'm kind of lost in words. I don't know what to say other than like Invader Zim, it's here again.
I love Invader Zim. I used to watch, I didn't watch a ton of it, but I liked it a lot when I was younger. I
never actually, it aired like before I was even born, so I only watched it because of YouTube.
Okay, all right.
Settle
down.
Sorry about that. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much, YouTube, for introducing me into Invader Zim. Also, I just golded that segment. That's actually something we could talk about instead. Yay, golding segment.
Nice job.
Yep, 2 whole seconds. That was amazing.
That's a lot.
Which, yeah, honestly, oh wait, that actually dropped my sum of best down to 1 hour, so that's actually a benefit right there. That was really good. Yay! But, yeah, basically, so, like, just again, like, there's so much Invader Zim stuff referenced in this game. Like, on top of the fact of that, like, also, like I mentioned earlier, of, like, the flying saucers. Those are controlled by the Urkin Armada, which are the same species of Zim himself. I'm pretty sure not Zim or the Tallest themselves are probably there, but why they decided to team up with Professor Calamitous, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine for that part. Now, basically right here is that this is going to be another section that we normally would do an 80%, which is Timmy's Master Model. Oh, I did get the partner warp, but I was still going to go for the respawn just to play it a bit more safe. But I'm going to try and go for a cool little jump over here. Nice. Nice! First try! Let's go! All right, so that is box hop. That is essentially a way of like abusing like the character's like head properties. So because of like every single model of the head, it's basically possible to like jump on top of them, and you have a little bit of a window for where they're registered as a platform, and you can like walk off of them for a little bit and also jump on top of them. And that also gives you a little bit of an extended height. So because of that, I was able to jump on top of Timmy's head because his model is a lot larger than SpongeBob, so it's much more easier. And by doing that, I jumped on top of the fairy pipe that normally like you break down, but because I didn't, I was able to do that and like to like land on top of it. And so I did a roll cancel and was able to just go hit like, well, not hit, but like enter in like a specific like land on like an area like around that point where it has like enough grounded points and you're able to do a jump off of. And from there, you can go to the end of it, which skips a couple of trampoline and platforming sections and saves a lot more time. And that's basically the end of all the master models we're collecting in Factory Zone 1. So now comes Factory Zone 2. This is pretty much like what was skipped with the out of bounds that we did earlier in Tax Master Model. So right here, you're going to be introduced to like a little like toy race car factory type level. Again, like each of them have different types of themes. They're all pretty unique in their own way. And what's happening here is that, oh, okay. All right, there we go. Yay, partners. I love it when I'm able to like switch characters and still have enough fuel left over. All right, so this is an example right here of like when using the like the Amity Park thing to unlock Danny and Sam, is having to be able to do Sam's master model with Sam herself. And this is one of the shortest ones in the entire game, so enjoy like the next like 10 seconds of it.
I'm enjoying.
and we enjoyed. And that's the end of it right there. Maybe this is like one of the levels where they kind of like ran out of time to figure out like, oh, how can we make this unique? Cars, platforms, projectiles that prevent you from moving forward. Call it a day. That's it right there. But anyways, so back again, another Master Model chamber, but we've been just collecting a bunch of whole variety of like Nicktoons characters as the Master Models themselves. So like from like LP Gray to Angelica Pickles, and even one right here, which is another old classic cartoon that you may remember of Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Yep. And then right here, so this is going to be one of my favorite points. You can see right here, we are being able to play as Stimson J. Cat himself, otherwise known as Stimpy, because he has a Master Model, which unfortunately does not have like any major, well, it does have a glitch, but we don't do it in this category because in order to do that, it doesn't save us much time as compared to doing it with him. But I still like this because you get to play as Stimpy, and I'm gonna try and see if I can go for a cool little like thing here. Did I get it? Ah, dang it. Okay. So I tried going for, oh, and I got hit. What's actually kind of funny is that when you get hit as Stimpy, it plays like a whip crack sound effect, like the same ones that you would hear every 5 seconds from Johnny Test. But basically, how like with Stimpy's Master Model is that if you enter it and if you were to jump, you can bypass a trigger that causes that climbing section to just not move left and right. It saves around like 5 seconds, which is really worth it. It's just very precise. And again, this is like one of my favorite sections because we get to play as Stimpy. And Stimpy is one of the characters I like playing as the most in this game. And you know what? Just as a little like cool gimmick here, he has a giant toothbrush as his attack. Kind of funny.
Amazing.
I don't know if it references anything specifically from the show. I will admit, as much as I like Stimpy, I've never seen the show, but pretty sure it references something or that, or just because like he's just a unique character. And then we also collected the master model of Daggett Doofus Beaver from Angry Beavers, which, because of this is a little like theory I like to imagine of why they made these two, like why they made like him the unlockable master model for Stimpy, is because again, another like Invader Zim fun fact thing, if you may not know, but in the original pilot of the show, Invader Zim was originally voiced by Billy West, and Billy West, who also voices Stimpy. And because Daggett Doofus Beaver is voiced by Richard Horvitz, who is the final voice actor of Invader Zim, I like to think of it as like a little scenario of like a little reference to, if you know, like they probably share the same voice actor, then there you go. Then again, maybe I'm overthinking it too much because of Nicktoons logic, but then again, it's still nice to think about that regardless. All right. Okay, no, I have to do this with Danny. All right, never done this before with Danny, so let's just see how this goes. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
That might be a bit too far. Oh no, we backed it up. Let's go.
Hey.
Heck yeah. Okay, so what was pretty much happening right there is that I went out of bounds by doing a roll cancel. So I went out of bounds, barely going past a kill plane, but also making sure I didn't enter into the pipe that was right above. Because if I did, I'd have to reload the entire level to do that trick again. So on top of like collecting all the master models, that is normally supposed to be a master model for Jimmy Neutron. But the thing is that we haven't actually unlocked them. This is another like strange, weird thing. But apparently, like, even though like we haven't unlocked Jimmy Neutron, like his master model is still unlocked. Apparently, like at least that's what the game says. We don't know why it's like that. Again, like maybe it's just like another developer oversight, but at the same time, it can still lead to like a pretty cool out of bounds like that. So what I did was that I did a roll cancel like barely like above a kill plane. And by doing that, it allows me to land into Jimmy's master model towards like the end of it, which is below the level out of bounds. And by doing some precise movement, is able to let it work. And thankfully, because of that, and by doing some things called a goo stalling, which is done by continuously spamming your goo in the air, because when you're using a goo in the air, you stay in the same place. And right here, I'm gonna actually enter into Danny's master model level. And you know what? This time, I'm not gonna skip the cutscene, so that way we can like you can understand a bit more of like him going ghost.
I'm going ghost.
Another cool visual, like visually a really nice cutscene as well. It is actually possible to do this level with like to enter into this character selection, well, not the character selection. Oh, what am I saying? I'm mixing things up already. It is possible to enter into Danny's master model without Danny, but again, because like this game has checkpoints, we're actually able to enter into the level without him, like the same way with the any character skip method. But what I did actually to enter is I did a roll cancel, and for some reason, Danny's like trigger activator to like enter into the level is like the entire like pipe itself. And by doing a roll cancel off of like a slope that I did earlier, Danny was like able to hit it, and then it just like caused the screen to fade out, which is like what activated it, which is still pretty cool. Again, like the devs never really intended like roll cancel to be like a thing, but it's still like very cool with like how much can be skipped with it, especially stuff like that. So it prevents having to do the skip, but also like a little bit of time for movement, even if we were to slide off as Danny and like not finding it as well. So yeah, back in another Ghost Energy Capacitor, one of the main things when it comes to this level specifically is to not get hit by the Mr. Huggles projectiles, because first of all, there are a bunch of them here. I guess this is where they all ended up, even though like the game never gives you a bunch of them. But the thing is that if you also hit them, they will go in that stun animation, and there's also a random chance where you can get hit by either their projectile or when they explode and you're close to them, because that will still hit you. But because of that, that's also a random chance of giving you like major damage, because it kind of like adds up. Because normally like you take like 4 or 5 hits until you end up in the with like the low health icon. But there's also a random chance where when a character does explode next to you, it just like adds up, and like instead of it being like 1 hit and then like it's counting as 1 hit, it will end up counting as like 3 or 4 hits, so it automatically puts you in the low health icon. But luckily in this game, you have a bunch of points where you can get health pickups, so that just plays like a little jingle, as you probably heard like a couple seconds ago. That is basically like the health regenerator in this game, which is pretty helpful. And that right there is basically the end of the chamber. Oh, not the chamber, of the master model capacitor energy capacitors. And we're back inside of another master model chamber. And this is going to allow us to unlock another playable character. So, playable characters in this game, they all have 3D models compared to the other master models, which normally have a 2D image. And basically in this one is going to allow us to unlock another character. But who may it be?
Who may it be?
We'll find out right now. I'll let this cutscene play out. And it's a Rocco the Wallaby from Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco!
Yep, Rocco himself. He is playable in this game, and I really like it. Like, his attacking is so funny. He like uses his tail to help him balance, and he kicks himself around, and like it's pretty cool. And then also like shout out to his voice actor Carlos A. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I mean I can try, but that one I attempted. It's kind of risky. All right, so from this point we're gonna be entering into SpongeBob's master model, but the issue is that when we get respawned, we're all the way at the very beginning of Factory Zone 2 Part 2. So this is like another session that we don't really like play that much in the run as well. But again, like we do in this level to collect the master model. And unfortunately, this is like only the fastest way to get here, because like the checkpoint that's after this, which is normally for tax master model, there's no way to be able to enter into SpongeBob, which happens earlier, because there's like a whole bunch of there's like a card section that we have to do, which you will see after this point. And what's basically happening here is I'm just going to try and do this as quick as possible. But unfortunately, like this is going to result in like some auto-scrolling segments right here, and a little bit of a cutscene that shows us right here, introducing just some falling platforms. So I kind of don't really have anything else to say other than like SpongeBob's karate gloves. But Nichole, if there's anything that you'd like to say, this is a good time because we have like 20 whole seconds of auto-scrolling.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Well, Games Done Click Express is returning to TwitchCon San Diego from October 17th to 19th. You can learn more at twitchcon.com, and stay tuned for... Sorry. Stay tuned for the schedule coming up next month. I suddenly forgot how to read. So, you know, that's great. But yeah. Stay tuned for the schedule coming up next month. We learned how to read live on Hotfix as seen on TV.
Yeah, it just be like that. When you forget words, read. But when there's words are made of letters, and letters.
Wait a minute, what's a letter?
An envelope.
Oh, mailman. Okay, I got it. I understand where we're going with this now.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yep, we're back in another master model of SpongeBob himself. And also, speaking of GDQ Express, I actually submitted to that event. So if that gets set, so if I get to be able to run, I may be able to run this game or one of the other games in the Nicktoons series. So hopefully I'm able to attend there, which I'm still hoping I still get to go regardless because it's TwitchCon and it sounds very interesting. So yeah, definitely look forward for Games So Quick Express. Hopefully I'll be able to attend it. It sounds really fun. But yeah, we're back inside of another factory sewer pipe again, and just unsanitary as always, as it will always be, because sewers and goo and everything. But again, SpongeBob is a sponge. He's probably helping us. He's helping out Professor Calamitous and probably any of his employees who had to do like the cleaning, which if they did do any cleaning, it's really not that good because this level is still pretty messy. This is also the shortest one out of the three of SpongeBob's Master Model slides. This one is the fastest one, coming out at around like 59 seconds. The other ones are about like 10 seconds slower, so it is definitely like worth it. But it unfortunately is not used in any of the categories where it is possible because, well, except for one of them, because we don't play as SpongeBob in like most of the categories except for the SpongeBob only category because, well, that category is self-explanatory. It's SpongeBob only. But then again, who's SpongeBob? If only the world knew.
If only the world knew. Who, in fact, is SpongeBob?
That's your daily question of the day, folks. All right, let's see. Okay, at least so, just like how Nichole probably forgot how words were, I forgot how to do menuing.
Oh my god, what are words?
What is menuing? I don't even know anymore.
Menuing can be hard. I don't blame you.
All right, dang it. Okay, so first of all, I got bad RNG, unfortunately, but tried to back it up, but unfortunately, yeah. This is just the one section that I really don't like in the game, just because right here, because as you can see, like, even though it may look like a breeze, and I guess there's just an invisible wall right there, thanks game, apparently, thank you. So you can see like there are like those two X's right there. Those are just platforms that kill you straight up. So as soon as like you just immediately make contact with it, you die and you have to like do that entire like puzzle section all over again. But luckily with roll canceling, it makes it a little bit easier. So hopefully to not have to deal with too much. But at least lets us enter into another one of Tax Master Model levels. Oh, I forgot to skip the cutscene. Oh well. Well, that means, oh wait, we're not going to be seeing that cutscene anymore. I am so sorry guys, but if you want to see the cutscene, you can just search up the alt cutscenes YouTube video on YouTube somewhere. There's like a bunch of them somewhere, so you can probably just see. But all he does, he just calls upon the power of Juju, and then like he gets the power of Juju with him, which allows him to jump very high. All right, this is actually like one of the hardest Master Models, at least for me, just because like I don't oftenly play this one. But also just because of how much there is. Like there's so many spikes and like things that you have to avoid, and when you in this section as well, this one's gonna be very tough. Okay, I got bad cycle, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, that was very scary. The lag spike almost just made me like almost get hit by that, but luckily I avoided it. Yippee!
Yippee!
And then right here, I'm gonna be introduced to some more of these like cylindrical like things with thorns on them. I'm not really sure what it is. It's just like a bunch of logs, like probably like taped up together with like flex seal or something, and like just mixed around with some thorns. Which, yeah, apparently like these thorns, as soon as you like touch them, instead of giving you like little, instead of like you getting like a cut from them, they just kill you instantly. So definitely, like life lesson: avoid thorns in life. Like any
you will die instantly.
Yeah. Like when in doubt, avoid thorns, especially for flowers. Be very, very cautious for them and flowers. All right, this might be this is actually going to be one of the hardest points for me. So wish me the best of luck for this. It's going to be a little bit precise.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Oh. I thought I had belief, but unfortunately not. Well, we get to try it again. Let's just hope this one goes better. All right, and there we go. Thank you for believing in me. Alrighty, so What's actually kind of cool about that section is that like this is a cool little like mechanic that you can do is that in this game there are essentially buffers. So what you can actually do is that after you do a double jump, if you press jump and hold it again like while you're mid-air after your second jump, the game will automatically buffer it. So as soon as like you're like when you're one of the first few frames that you're actually grounded, you get to do another jump afterwards. So like right here, for example. Oh, actually, wait. There we go. That's the example right there. And then right here shows an example of like when the characters are in that stun animation and they're just off screen, they just disappear entirely, which is very helpful for us. And right here, we actually collect the master model of Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. He's definitely an energetic person, to be fully honest. Oh wait, we have one more to collect in Factory Zone 2. This one's gonna be another classic Nicktoons character, which if you know, then you definitely watched some really great shows at some point in your life. So right here, we're gonna be entering into Timmy's, but we're gonna be introduced to this little like section of this platform that rises up. So in the meantime, it's gonna showcase that Cosmo is a hammer, and he is happy, and he also blinks, which is a cool little like animation thing. It's really funny how he like gets to like has a little animation like that. And right here, so when that cutscene, like when skipping that cutscene, normally like it's supposed to like showcase that the platforms fall, but even if you skip it, they still have their animation, which is like why I do that intentional death, is because it actually saves like it saves like half a second compared to like having to wait for them to finish. So it does save a bit of time, but not really much of like a major one to really go for. But hey, still a pretty cool time save regardless. And alongside with that, those platforms, because they drop down, you have to wait a certain amount of a window to be able to go through. Because if you actually were to like to jump in, try like to land on them while they were still like rising back up, their animation is a little bit messed up, where it was still like their hitbox won't be fully loaded in or like fully like actually like properly fixed. And because of that, the enemy just fell. Thank you. That saved time, but it was still kind of
nice.
surprising that it happened. But yeah, so basically, like the platforms that rise you up, there's a random chance where if you jump too early, you'll just fall straight through them. It's a very strange gimmick. So that's basically one of the things you have to also keep in mind when it comes to like that part of the section in the game, or any points where you get introduced to those sections. And right here is Factory Zone 3 Part 1, because we collected all the master models now in Factory Zone 1 and Zone 2. Now all we need left is the rest from Factory Zone 3. Now this level, this theme, you may see is very like, it looks very cutesy, and like it's supposed to be like, oh hey, happy-go-lucky time, but in reality this level is so entirely difficult. It is super hard. It's like the game's way of mocking you. It's like, hey look, you think it's gonna be easy? Like you thought. This is actually one of the hardest points. Good luck on it, and good luck in dealing with all the enemies and all the combat sections. But luckily there are still ways to prevent it. As long as you have goo, then you're basically good to go. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Good to go. Good
to go. Correct, Mundo. All right, let's see how this goes. So again, like this is the last one of Danny's master model chambers. We're not going to be seeing them anymore in the run. Sad face, unfortunately. But at least we get to go off of a final send-off. This one is very cool, just because of like the certain areas you get to go, and then also like seeing all these like things. You may also notice like there are these like these things with the numbers on them that say like 1, 5, and 10. We're not sure why specifically they say this. It doesn't represent the amount of hits until like they destroy. They all destroy after like 3 or so hits, and like they don't, and probably also it doesn't also like really affect like the amount of circuits as well, because each of them give you like one circuit or so. So it's just very strange. We don't know again like why they have the numbers. Maybe it's supposed to be like a, hey, look at these numbers over here to keep you company. All right, let's see how this part goes. Oh wait, no, I completely forgot how this section went. All right, so now we have 2 more generators to defeat, and we are good to go with completing the rest of Danny's master model. In the meantime, you're going to have to be very careful to make sure not to get hit by the Mr. Huggles or rubbing into them. And also, there's just a funny chance where you get to see them like load right in front of you, as you probably saw. They just loaded in like right there. It was kind of funny. It's just like they just appeared, and it's like, hey, I'm here, and now I'm going to shoot goo at you. All right, and that's the last one. That's the last one destroyed, which unlocks this barrier and entering into the pipe, which now lets us complete the rest of Danny's master model. All right. Hopefully this chamber goes well. What's actually kind of interesting is that it may not really be known, or like a bit of like a strange quirk, but apparently like the Mr. Huggles that are in this chamber, they have a brighter like texture color compared to how they normally do. It's very strange. It's probably more due to like the lighting, how like the lighting itself from like the actual like factory itself, because it's a very bright level like as well compared to the other ones. So maybe that specific visual like carried over when it came to the characters, but it is still very unique. And then right here, we actually collected the master model of Arnold from Hey Arnold. I will admit that it's actually a very great show. And if you have not seen Hey Arnold, definitely watch it. I recommend it. It's a really great show. And I also switched to SpongeBob because we're also going to be collecting SpongeBob's master model right here. So basically, like some of the checkpoints that we do also allows us to unlock another character. Also, you just saw the level just refused to load. That, for some reason, just happens when you replay this section. Again, like, don't know, maybe, like, again, they probably never intended you to play this section again, but again, it's Nicktoons, so you never know what to expect. And then right here is a little disco section where you see these little ballerinas. And what I'm doing right here is that the floors themselves like are falling, but by timing a roll cancel and specifically dropping down one of the floors, it causes like a little bit of a way to give me enough of a window to do a roll cancel. And then you also just see like some dolphins earlier that were just flying up back and forth. And okay, unfortunately that roll cancel did not work, but luckily I'm at a good cycle, so this could probably help out for me in the end. Oh, that slide kind of made it a bit risky, but backed it up right there with those butterflies. Thank you very much. And then we can see some sunflowers with smiley faces. There's also one right there that just has like an angry face. It just alternates between both. It's kind of like an interesting thing. It's like a little like subtle reminder that, hey, this level is not supposed to, as cutesy as it may look, it is still nightmarish. And the level itself, well, actually wait first, I'll let this finish. And that's the last one of the, this is going to be the last time we're going to be seeing SpongeBob here in the master model factory sewer pipes. Now, about Factory Zone 3 itself, this is just a very strange thing entirely, but if you've grown up with this game and you probably played it on the PS2 version, or like on the Wii version, so if you played it on the Wii version, it actually plays the background music from Factory Zone 1 Part 1. But in the PS2 version, it plays the background music from Factory Zone 3 itself. That's just a weird that's just a weird thing that the Wii version has compared to the PS2, is that it doesn't play the original audio from Factory Zone 3. So if you actually played the Wii version of this game, you never got to hear the original one. And me growing up with the PS2 version and eventually like running this on the Wii version because it's faster, it is actually it was a bit of like a strange thing that caught me off guard, like a Mandela effect. Also, a cool little jump here. Let's go. That's actually pretty sick. It saves a little bit of time from some little movements, such as these corner cuts right here. And let's see if I can get this jump. Nice. All right, so funny thing about that, if you don't actually register a jump right there, and if you were to just stay still and like fly up, you won't end up hitting like the barriers that like cause you to respawn, but you will end up like being soft locked because you'll be pushed towards a wall, and that unfortunately like loses time because it's a soft lock pretty much. But it's like a very interesting thing that like kind of exists. I dealt with that one day, like playing this game casually, had no idea how it happened before realizing it. I was just like, huh. So that's the thing that can occur in this game. Interesting. And this is the second to last master model that we're collecting, which is from Real Monsters. Which, again, another hidden Nicktoons show, if you may remember. And we're going to be collecting the final master model in this game, which is to unlock Gurr himself. Even though we already collected his master model, we don't have to unlock Gurr. But we're still going to be collecting him here at the end. And by doing this, we're going to be playing as Rocco, which I really enjoy. And I really enjoy Rocco as one of like the characters to play as in this game. Him, Gurr, and Stimpy are definitely like my go-tos. And also just because of like how he jumps, like he does like a spin, but also like the sound effect that plays like a little springy like noise. And right here,
a little boing.
And then when you do like a break at him, he has like a little squeak effect. Let me see if I can play it again. Oh, nope, I missed it. Oh well. I played earlier, but unfortunately I talked over it, so you didn't really get to hear it. But it's still like still a pretty cool one. And then right here, we're coming up to Rocco's master model right here. And this is another example of us being chased by another flying saucer with a laser. Again. But in the meantime, you also get to like appreciate this, like the background elements in this game. I really love how this like level looks. I really love like how it looks with like the space theme and everything, but still has like the Toybot mechanical like twist to it as well. And it's like you just see like there's a smiley face right there. It's just staring at you. But at the end, it's like, hey, why not? And also, you're normally supposed to enter into the pipe, but you could just do a roll cancel and you still hit like the end level for it. So it's still kind of funny right there. It doesn't really save time, but still just like a little funny swag strat to go for. All right, and this is the last time we're going to be in the chamber. So yay, we're finally out from the Invader Zim references. No more of them. I don't know if that's a good thing. Never mind, I take it back.
I was like, no, wait, bring it back.
Well, we have one more right here, which is actually of collecting Gur himself and his master model. But you know what? Like you can see right here, it shows his actual model of his robot like form, but you can see it shows his dog costume as the master model. That's one thing I really love about his, is that it just shows it, which is pretty funny. And then coming up here is Fairy World. So now that we collected all the master models, we can finally stop Professor Calamitous. Even though we could have stopped him like way earlier, but hey, we collected all the master models, so that's really good. Now, this comes into use with the whole thing with how Professor Calamitous is doing, is using fairies for his plan. And also, like right now, we're currently going out of bounds. We just did a roll cancel and we were able to bypass like a death plane. And from here, I'm going to be going out of bounds to skip like the entire level itself. This part isn't visually the greatest. It's not really that good. It's like 3 minutes, but at the same time, it's like a nice little quick break where if you just like want to relax for a little bit, as long as you're just holding right in your analog stick, you can like take a quick sip of water, which I will do one more time again. Hydration is very important and it is recommended to stay hydrated.
It is recommended to stay hydrated. That is so true.
So, again, with how like the fairies come into use with the story, so the professor uses basically fairy gas to activate and create the Toybots themselves. And he does this by pretty much convincing all of the fairies that there is an all-you-can-eat buffet for free, which, hey, no one, like, I wouldn't pass up on that offer. It sounds very worth it. I would honestly go for that. But basically, what's pretty much happening here is that we're just going to the end to save Jorgen von Strangle, as he's going to be able to help free all the fairies and, like, save them from, like, getting captured, so that way no more of them can get captured anymore. Now, I guess aside from that, I don't really know what else to say. There's still like another minute and a half left of this level. Nichole, if you have anything else to like say or plug in, this is a great time. There's so much downtime right here. Or if you guys have any questions, this is a good time because I'm kind of out of ideas.
Oh, well, I definitely have some more information. Games Done Quick will be returning to PAX West from August 29th to September 1st. It's coming up very, very soon. Visit gdq.gg/PAX West to check out the schedule and visit west.paxsite.com to learn more about the event. I'm excited for that.
Woo! Definitely look forward to PAX West as well. I know some oomps are also going to there, and like they're also going to be running at the event, so definitely like look forward to it. Definitely look forward to the first one as well, which is going to be of Jet Set Radio by Vane. She is really good at that game, and you don't want to miss that run at the start of at the start of PAX. All right, so we're coming up to the very end. So this I have one more cycle to worry about, and then have to hope that I don't end up missing it, because if I miss the end level, we're gonna be back here for another 3 minutes. I was just seeing this again. So hopefully that does not happen compared to when it did happen once, but not here, not this time. All right, let's see. All right. So what I did right there is that I moved up right and then I held up at a certain area. And by doing this, I should, when I get respawned upwards, what's gonna happen is I'll end up hitting the end level trigger of the Fairy World itself. Moment of truth. Nice, let's go. And that is the end of Fairy World. Now we're on to the final section, which is Professor Calamitus's lair itself. Yeah, he has a lair. Oh, I accidentally pressed the B button. I rested my finger on it and I accidentally pressed it. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, Professor Calamitus has a lair, and we're gonna be going throughout the entire level to try and find him and be able to stop him. And what I did before entering the level is that I actually upgraded SpongeBob's MK suit. So SpongeBob has an MK suit, and all the other Nicktoons characters that are playable, they all have an MK suit, but some of them have upgraded ones, like SpongeBob, for example. So his got upgraded to an MK2. Now, how the MK2 works is that it changes differently depending on your goo missile itself, which is what you saw that I just shot earlier to defeat that generator and the one earlier as well. Now, normally, when in the general, in the MK1s, they normally shoot one, but SpongeBob, Danny, Tack, and Timmy have unique ones where when they're upgraded, their missiles have different properties. Danny's allows them to shoot 3 missiles at once. Timmy's allows him to shoot, allows him to auto target his missiles towards an enemy or the closest enemy to him. And for attacks, it's kind of unknown, but it definitely results in something. Oh, that's right. It causes it doesn't let him use as much goo missile ammo as opposed to Danny and Timmy. SpongeBob, on the other hand, it's probably more of Nicktoons favoritism as well, but he gets not only he gets to shoot a bunch of missiles by holding down the button, but he gets the same thing as Tack, where it doesn't cost as much of the missile ammo as possible. So that's pretty much why we also play as SpongeBob for the MK2 upgrade, because his is the cheapest and it also deals the most amount of damage. Oh, I am very close on low health. I am, as you can see on the top left, SpongeBob is having a reference right there to when he got fired after doing karate with Sandy. But I gotta make sure I don't get hit. If I get hit one more time, I'm gonna end up getting respawned. But luckily, there's a health generator right there. And throughout the level, I'm basically gonna be going through it, but I'm also defeating these specific enemies to collect the missile ammo, which is what you saw right there. So those specific enemies called the Big Tin Robots drop that specific type of ammo, and the missiles themselves, oh, that is very good RNG right there. We take those. So basically, when you defeat these Big Tin robots, they can drop either 1, 2, or 3 missile ammo. So as you saw, that one dropped 1, but earlier you saw that the other one that I got lucky with, that one ended up dropping down 3 of them, which, hey, that is very helpful, because it's actually luckily there's no limit on how many you can hold on to. You can hold on to as many as possible, and you can use them all, which we will do in the end. Hopefully, if I don't end up being softlocked. I'll go more into that later. But right here, we're just in a little auto-scrolling segment, and I should also mention this as well, just because I'm on the Wii version. So how I'm actually controlling this is that I'm using both the Wii remote and the sensor, or if you're probably uncanny, a wired Wii remote.
I need to see that. Someone, I'm begging you, chat. I need to see that.
If somebody has actually made a wired Wii remote, please tag me on Blue Sky at crow3893.bsky.social. I am actually very interested to see how that probably turned out, and if you want, you can just picture SpongeBob holding one the entire time in this section. When you just can't think of anything, no thoughts, SpongeBob with wired Wii remote in hand. That's basically a way to think of something for your day. And then right here, gonna try and avoid these, not sure what these specifically are supposed to be. They look like blue goo, but I like to imagine it as water balloons. That also because of since the mech suits themselves are mostly mechanical and electrical. Water and electric do not go well. I learned that from Pokemon. Thank you, type disadvantages. But yeah, not sure what it specifically is, but it can deal a bunch of damage to you, which if done, if hit multiple times, can randomly stack up as well. And something I should also mention with this level as well is it's pretty long, but there is a way to actually skip it. It is super hard, unfortunately. It requires pause buffering and a precise angle out of bounds, and if you miss it, you either die and lose a minute, or you get soft locked. So that unfortunately is one of the main that's a really tough skip to pull off. But it's and it's at the very end of the run as well, so it can also make or break your run, which it can unfortunately do that. but it saves 50 seconds, which, hey, I mean, like, the time save is just, like, that's a lot of time save, but it just comes at a cost, unfortunately. What also comes at a cost is what in that section earlier. So after I destroyed that generator, I wanted to intentionally, like, walk myself towards the center because I wanted to make sure that it loaded in this part of the level. Because there's a random chance where if you actually, like, avoid that trigger entirely, this part of the section does not load in, and you have to intentionally die and lose, like, 2 minutes. But luckily, there's a workaround it, so that's actually very helpful for us. Yippee!
Yippee!
And back in our auto-scrolling segment. And throughout this level, we've just been defeating like a bunch of the big turn robots, but also like a bunch of Jimmy bots and SpongeBob bots and Timmy bots, and a little bit of Danny's, but I don't know if they're actually in this level as opposed to Annie Park. Which I will say, this is pretty much how Amity Park is laid out as well. It plays exactly like this with like the mech suit level, and basically like requires us to try and like complete it like as quick as possible. Oh, I got hit, so that ended up like causing me to like move for a little bit more than I should have. Okay, there we go. That's the last generator. Well, the last ones to hopefully not cost us too much time. So now we're at the very end of the level, and what better way to end this section than with another auto scroller that's coming up fairly soon. But this will give me enough time to explain about what's going to be happening right here. So there are going to be 2 more generators that I'm going to have to destroy. But one of the issues is that there's a chance that one, if not both, the generators can cause like the barrier that you're normally that normally supposed to go away when you defeat it, like when you like destroy it. A barrier is supposed to go away, but if you end up like there's a random chance where it could just not go away and it will cause a soft launch. Unfortunately, that actually happened when I last ran this game on Asking on TV. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it does not happen here. But let's just see. Wish me luck.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Ah, we got it, unfortunately. Dang. So as you can see, like right there, both barriers are showed up. It kind of shows that like that's like the easiest way to visually like, tell like where it is. We don't know why it happens. It's just a very weird thing. Like, and it loses upwards of like 50 to a minute, which is very unfortunate, especially for like longer categories. And it can kind of also like, depending on your time state, can also like ruin the run. But we are still trying to find a way to make this like preventable, because that way you can actually like make this section not that much of a worrisome point anymore. But at the same time, it's just also like hoping just like at this point that like the game just works in your favor. All right, let's try this again. Let's hope this one goes well. I'll probably go on the other side as a bit of a safety strat, see if that might affect it as well. All right, that's one down. All right, we are seconds away from calling time. And time!
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Honestly, despite the fact that I got that soft block, that is still a pretty good run, honestly. It was like a 107, like a high 107, which, hey, the sub 110, definitely worth it. Way under the estimate than I originally intended. Record for this category is a 102.57 that I actually got while like my first day practicing for this, and I got the time down to a 102, so it was actually very helpful. Now this concludes of like what basically is gonna like happen after we collected the master models and everything. So we have to see who gets to be announced the biggest genius and who may it be.
Oh my gosh, who may it be?
The judges have made
Well,
their
let's
decision.
see.
The winner of the biggest genius is
The honor.
Chatbot.
The Chatbot himself. So, Chatbot is actually the person who we actually like collected the master models for. The reason why is because he wanted us to help get some master models of other like Nicktoons characters that Professor Bad Mustache, as he calls Professor Calamitous, of the Nicktoons characters that he had quote unquote borrowed. Take that as you will. But pretty much what he does is that he captured all the Nicktoons heroes and then like made them into master models. But luckily we saved all of them, and because of this we gave him the Chatbot for his action figure collection, which helped him to become the biggest genius.
Done it without you, my friends. Thank you.
Oh wait, hold on.
Hooray.
But is exactly what you got kicked.
Care to know what your prize
And a little
is?
callback here, just because it's a funny thing.
Not only do you get this fetching and fully synthetic, washable, drip-dry, glow-in-the-dark sash that will make you the envy of all your friends,
And combust near an open flame.
but you also receive your very own Professor
And
Calamitous
everybody,
Immobilis
here comes one of the greatest subtitles that has ever appeared in a video game cutscene. And you can take my word for it.
Mustache. It took me years to grow it.
Cry of dismay.
Me every day of my life.
Yep, so that is basically the end of Attack of the Toybots All Master Models. I'm really happy I got to showcase this. This is one of my favorite categories for the game, and just being able to like to showcase like collecting every single master model, and also just like playing all the characters as well. Well, some of them not counting Jimmy Neutron himself. It's just like Volcano Island, but pretty much like yeah, just like being able to play as like all the characters, collecting all the master models, getting to show a bunch of Nicktoons references. Definitely an amazing thing. Other than that, I'll go ahead and give some shout outs. So first, I'd like to give a shout out to the Nicktoons speedrunning community. We are not really much of an active community, but we still have like some people who are here and there, still active from time to time, that tend to be very passionate with these games, myself included. And we all like try to find ways to be able to break each of the games in the Nicktoons series. In this case, the Nicktoons Unite series. So like Nicktoons Unite, Battle for Volcano Island, this game, and Globs of Doom, as well as a couple of other Nicktoons games, as well as like Nicktoons Kart Racers, and also upcoming Nicktoons, the Nicktoons upcoming MMO, like the Dice of Destiny, which honestly sounds like a pretty interesting game. So I'll probably look forward to that one in a bit. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and give some shout outs to some runners. So first off, I want to give a huge shout out to Schnurt, our glitch hunter in the community. He has helped found many strategies that were showcased in this run. I also want to give a huge shout out to Broran, a great friend of mine and the runner-up of this game. And I want to give a huge shout out to Storage, the only stick boy, and the rest of the Nicktoons speedrunning community. And like other Toybots runners as well. Storage and Stick were my main inspirations to running this game entirely when I first saw their runs back in 2020. It got me the inspiration to try out the game at the start of my speedrunning career, and I have no regrets. 5 years later, so happy with how much like things have changed, especially with this game, which originally went down from 1 hour and 7 minutes to now 32 minutes with so many glitches and things that were found, and it's so great, and honestly really happy I got to showcase it all. And I want to give a absolutely huge thank you to Nichole for letting me run this game, for not only like starting it off for the finale of As Seen on TV, which feels like a great memoir for this, because this was the first show that I ever like got to run here on GDQ, and with this game as well with Any% 2 years ago. So I'm just very happy that I got to like relive the moment similarly again one more time before the show comes to an end.
Yippee! Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really glad that you were able to come on tonight. So thank you. I really appreciate these runs are always so much fun. I had a great time. Chat, though, we do have more runs tonight. However, we're going to take a quick break. But before we do, thank you to everyone supporting GDQ Hotfix with your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits. Your contributions help keep our shows running. If you enjoyed the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. You can also always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. And that being said, we're going to take a very quick break to get set up for our next run. And stand up, stretch, get some water, hydrate. We've learned the importance of that today. Think about Wiimotes with cords. And we'll see you back here shortly. Welcome back to the final episode of As Seen on TV here on GDQ Hotfix. I'm Nichole Goodnight. I hope you had a lot of fun with that previous run. I always have such a good time with the Nicktoons games, so I had a great time. Real quick, before we get into our next run, I want to highlight a community. We are having our Frame Fatales, GDQ's all-women in femme speedrunning community, is preparing for its next event, Flamed Fatales, running from September 7th through the 14th. The schedule is now live at gamesdonequick.com/schedule/58. Type !FF in the chat for information on how to join the Discord and stay up to date with all things Frame Fatales. And another amazing community I want to uplift, Black in a Flash, is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. Learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. Now, we have one more run for this finale final show of As Seen on TV. And what better way to end it all than with a super fun anime run, right? Because if you remember, one of my very first episodes was Oops All Anime, and it was a blast. It was a time. It was really, really fun. So we're going to rewind back to those times, and we're going to bring back the Dragon Ball Z run once more for one final showing on As Seen on TV. So Bath and Jan, love of my life, the show is all yours, and also mine, I guess, but mostly yours.
Thank you so much, Nichole. Hello, GDQ. Hello, chat. Welcome, everybody, to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We will be speedrunning today the Trunks Warrior of Hope DLC. It's real good. I won't get too much into it because Nichole has, all the deets on the plot. But in a nutshell, this will follow the story of Trunks. So if you like Trunks, yippee, you're in the good spot. You're in the right place. And if you don't like Trunks, too bad. Anything else before we start? I think that's it.
I want to sip from your straw and your little guy. I want to sip from the straw.
You can sip from the straw, but just be careful of. There is someone who lives in here, so you gotta be a little bit careful.
Name?
He doesn't have a name yet, and I've been kind of waiting for someone to chime in with it. Can I just tell you something? Someone called me the Kool-Aid Man the other day, and I still haven't gotten over that. So
I'm changing your name on my phone to Kool-Aid Man.
All right. Well, yeah. So, are we ready? Are we ready to go? I'm not over it. I'm not over it. But I am ready for this run. So if you're ready, we'll go ahead and jump in.
I'm so ready. Are you ready? Do you want to do a countdown?
I'll do a countdown. Oh, you want to do a countdown this time?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do a countdown.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Time's going to start. Wait, time's going to start at 0. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Yippee! So I will do my best to answer any questions in chat. I can kind of sort of see chat if I look over here. But for the most part, during battles, I can't form a coherent thought. I'm very bad at multitasking, so I'll just do my best. But Nichole does have some notes for you, so if you are curious about that kind of thing, Nichole can also chime in. So we're gonna enter our first battle here real quick, and then take it away. Go ahead.
Oh, do you want to go over the premise of the run?
Yes.
Okay, chat, hear me out. This run consists of roughly 17 battles, some travel, menu and segments, and a mandatory fishing game, which is really the most important part, in my opinion.
So true.
The first half of the run is played as young Trunks, which primarily fights against the androids and Gohan, and the second half of the run includes a few time skips, ooh, ah, chat, I need some oohs and ahs, and is played as adult Trunks and has more varied battles and enemies. I'm very excited. I really like this run. It's very, very fun.
It's very good.
It's so good. Bath is doing a battle, as you might have seen, and there's a couple main battle mechanics. I don't know how to talk, you know this. The typical battle pattern is to break the enemy, which will stun them for a short time, which is done by canceling after a few chain hits and then doing a body impact, which is a gut punch, and rinsing and repeating until the end of the end of eternity even.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Bath does have to watch their tension gauge that's filling up to the right of their character's picture. Bath's got to keep that tension gauge full by chaining hits and dodging and then repeating to keep the enemy from attacking. And then once the enemy is broken or stunned, Bath can do a bunch of different things, like charge energy without getting hit, use their tension gauge to power up.
True.
Perform the chain super that deals more damage while stunned. So many amazing things. And as it progresses, Bath will gain additional skills. Because this wasn't enough, you can then have things like Burning Attack and Super Saiyan that change the rhythm and allow for more damage. So it's going to be really exciting because most battles, they might start the same, but they're not going to end the same. No, they will not.
How's she doing?
No, they will not.
So true, bestie. Do you remember when we made the joke that this is Professor Oak? He's still here. He's still in the game.
He's still here.
He's trapped.
Which Pokemon do you think that Trunks would get?
Oh, like who would he? Oh, that's such a good question. I'm about to enter a battle, so I'll do my best to think about it. Oh, that's such a good question. I only really know like Gen 1 or Gen 2, so what's that?
I also thought it was a good question, which is why I asked. What Pokemon would you take?
Oh, Oddish for sure.
Oh, Oddish is so good. I need an Oddish. I have a chat. I need to give you a fun fact. This has nothing to do with anything, but I do have pixelated versions of Bath and I tattooed on my body.
You do?
Bath is an Oddish and I am a Mew, and it's great. And that's your lore for the night. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
What Pokemon? I don't know, because he's such a sweet boy. He's such a mama's boy. What's the Pokemon for mama's boys?
Someone said
So good. Actually, that's because he's a crybaby. That's so good. That's perfect. Chat, you're on it.
Chat, you've got this locked down.
Chat gave I knew Chat would give the perfect answer. I knew it in my heart. In my heart of hearts.
In the
Piping Hot Masenko. That's so true. This is the name of the first split is called Piping Hot Masenko.
Oh my gosh, can you explain that to me?
Yeah, we serve up some Piping Hot Masenko. That's it.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah, so Masenko is actually Piccolo's move, and then he teaches it to Gohan, and then Gohan teaches it to us. So it's kind of like a hot potato sort of a move, if you want to think of it that way. If you don't, too bad, because that's what it is. Yeah, we're going to skip some cutscenes. They're probably nice. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a very long time. I do remember this. There's an upcoming cutscene where, like, you'll see Gohan on a log in front of a fire for like 2 seconds. That one, they stare into each other's eyes for literally like a minute straight. It is very funny.
That's the best cutscene in the world.
Yeah.
I'm now convinced.
Like, they have internal like monologues going, and they're just staring at each other. And I'm like, this is the best game they've ever made, as far as I'm concerned. All right,
let's get right in.
All right, we're gonna fight him
Oh
again.
my gosh, a battle.
Yeah, another one.
No way.
You never would have guessed.
Literally never in my life would I have guessed. But yeah, Chad, if you have any questions about the run, Bath told you I could answer them, and that's a little bit true. I can very limited answer them. Bath might have lied to you. I might make things up. I might make things up.
I would love that if you made things up. That would really make my day. Here's some Piping Hot Masenko. Here you go.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a type of soup.
It is, yeah. It's the soup that they eat together after they do battle.
Yeah,
and it's yellow, just like the beam. Be nice to me, Gohan.
Yeah, it's definitely it enhances friendship.
That's so true. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know so much
that was
about
really
Dragon Ball
good.
Z.
He was really nice to me. He let me pepper him with Masenko, which is a soup.
I love being peppered with Masenko.
Oh, to be peppered with Masenko.
Oh, the dream. The American
to
dream.
live the dream. If you could, would you swim in soup?
You know for a fact the answer is yes.
Oh, I would too.
Like,
this
it's
is why
just a
we're
warm
besties.
pool, right? It's just a pool that's warm, but also it's
And
just
delicious.
Well, would you eat the soup? Because
if I got
people's bodies have been. Well, I mean, like if you take a shower before going into the soup and the soup is in a sterile container, maybe.
If I got hungry, I'd just start eating the soup. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well, you can have all the soup.
So, you've known my mom for a long time, haven't
You're so welcome. Yeah, anytime. I knew you were going to say thank you, which is why I said you're welcome preemptively.
I'm polite.
If anything, you are polite.
We're going to skip a bunch of cutscenes where Bulma cooks us a meal. Thank you so much, Bulma. You're the best.
Thank you,
That
Bulma.
food does look really good. Like, the texturing's really good on it. Yeah, canonically, we do have to eat her cooking. It is important.
Is it good cooking? Like, legitimately?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's a good cook.
I believe you when you say that.
Someone in my chat chastised me and said, no, she orders catering. It's like, she can do both.
Yeah, she can be a good cook and also order catering.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those both can be true at the same time. I'll have you know. Okay.
Someone in chat mentioned to watch a movie, one of the movies, apparently.
Yeah, this is, oops, give me a sec. Okay, I don't have enough of the orbs. We gotta go see Chi-Chi. Yeah, this run starts off with the Warrior of Hope. Sorry, not Warrior of Hope. The History of Trunks OVA that came to VHS. You have notes about that, yeah?
Yeah, the run
movie?
starts with the History of Trunks OVA or movie
Yeah.
that came out in 1993 in Japan and 2000 in America. And a fun fact, this was the first VHS movie Bath bought with their allowance money the week it came out in 2000. And Bath has probably seen it over 100 times, which is frankly alarming.
It's very normal behavior.
Honestly, I'm a little alarmed. I am frankly alarmed.
It's normal weeb
Franklin
behavior.
alarmed.
Yeah.
Is it normal behavior? Well, I guess. Sure. You know what? Sure. I watched The Sound of Music like 100 times, which is, kind of the same.
Cute. Oops.
I watched it so many times that the video didn't work anymore during the favorite things part because I just kept rewinding and listening to that song.
It's a good song.
Is this Cool Galaxy Aid? Yes.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Cool Galaxy.
No. Don't you call me the Kool-Aid man. Don't you do that.
No, you're the Cool Galaxy Aid man.
I hope Chi-Chi's okay.
Is that better or worse?
That's better. How do you feel about Wiimotes with cords?
I feel like that's just a weapon in the hands of a child.
True.
Because if you're whipping around the Wiimote and it's got a wire on it and you can then grasp the wire, like that's injury waiting to happen as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, wait, I remember Father.
I will.
Yeah, he's real big, the Ox King, yeah.
Yeah, large father man, right?
Yeah, he shops at the Big and Tall because he's big and tall.
I should let go.
You are so right. Your logic is flawless.
Yeah, my headcanons are very good. They have everything to do with like the little details and nothing at all to do with anybody's power level. None of that matters.
Someone says, chat, do you prefer Trunks with blue or purple hair?
Oh, yeah. So that's a thing that people get upset about because in Dragon Ball Z, he has purple hair, but in Super, Future Trunks has blue hair. And in the manga, it's like both because the manga's black and white, but like the coloring that Toriyama's done he's done several different hues. So, and he just can't decide what he likes. So, so in Super, Present Trunks has, this is it. This is the one where this is the cutscene where they stare into each other's eyes, by the way. So Present Trunks, small one in Super, little guy, he has purple hair and Future Trunks has blue hair. And I think they did that like intentionally to kind of like separate them out so you don't get confused, which is dumb because it's very easy to tell who's who because one of them's old and the other one isn't, but it is what it is.
That is very
I'm lagging
fair.
a bit, my bad.
I can't believe you've done this.
It's an Unreal game, I don't know what to tell you.
Knowing where they are.
It's gonna eat up a little bit of my CPU. It's gonna drink the galaxy juice a bit.
It's my favorites.
The androids?
Yeah.
They're real
So
sassy.
cool and neat. They're so
Yeah.
cool and neat.
They're extremely sassy.
Good.
Did you know
Well,
that
not
they have canonically? 1 second. I gotta beat her up first. There you go. That's good when that happens. Did you know that they cannot? Don't do it. Okay. Canonically, they started off as humans, and then they got turned into robots by an evil guy. But did you know they have canonical like person names before they became Android 17 and 18?
Oh, really?
Would you like to know what they are?
I would love nothing more than for you to tell me what their names are.
So their names are Lapis and Lazuli.
Oh, I love that actually.
Great? That's
That's really
awesome?
good.
Be nice, be nice. Okay, I got one more out of there. Good. This fight's going way better than expected.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
You're kicking their butts.
I can't believe I formed a coherent thought while
I'm so
fighting
proud
the
of you.
Thank you. There you go.
I
Oops,
can't
that's
even
bad.
form a coherent thought in general.
Yeah, me neither.
Toriyama was prone to cases of gore. Huge.
That's so
Actual
true.
Huge. Oh, I legit love that. Right? That's really good.
He just forgets about entire characters. Ooh, that went really well. That was a really good android fight. They were very well behaved, which is weird, but it does happen. Yeah, when I found out their names were Lapis and Lazuli, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I love that so much.
Very good. It's probably the best names Toriyama's ever come up with because the rest of them are just, undergarments or vegetables or something.
Is there a carrot? Oh, wait, yeah.
Yes.
There sure is.
Yeah, wait. Is there? Who's
Wait, is there?
Oh, Kakarot. Right.
Oh, yeah.
So silly.
I was like, I thought it was Kakarot, and then I was
is.
like, I don't want to say it now because now I feel like I'm wrong and stupid.
No, it is the namesake of the game. You're correct. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I'm not a
Can't
true
believe
fan.
this.
I should hang up my badge.
Honestly, why are you even playing this game?
Why am I even here? I should just go.
I
Just
thought
hand
I
you the
invited
controller.
a true fan onto
Yeah.
the show, but I'm sorry, chat. I was
Yeah, I'm
wrong.
going to pass the controller. That's my bad.
Yeah, no, I would definitely do very well with this game.
All right, we got to do a little, I think we do Masenko. I think we level up Masenko. I think that's what I want to do.
And soup.
Soup. We got to level up the soup. Okay. I think that's good. And now we're going to go fishing. Chad, are you ready for a fishing minigame?
I am. Do androids imply the existence of droids? Ed?
Ed, I made a mistake earlier. Ed promised to do some like tasks for me, and so I said, "You get a pun pass." And I should not have said that.
Looking for a spot.
Full stop.
Oh, yeah, no,
should
that was a
not have given
mistake.
Ed a pun pass because Ed will abuse that.
Oh, chat wants to know if the straw can fall out of the bowl because the straw is hypnotizing.
It will not fall out of the bowl. It will go every which way and ignore colliders, which is very funny. But it won't fall out of the bowl. I promise you that, chat. Okay, so if we get a great that's actually bad, we want to be cool. We don't want to be amazing. So it's because I didn't look at my controller because I do look at my controller for all the quick time events. Don't judge me.
I am not
Don't judge
judging
me.
you. I love that there's a fishing mini game. It makes me so happy.
Yep. The placement of the fish is RNG. We're getting some like decent fish. I will look at my controller every time. I don't know what to tell you. I do not. Okay, this one's good. I was quick enough. Yeah, I do not play with an Xbox controller frequently, so I will look at this thing. I'm allowed.
I don't blame you.
I caught one.
Letters
It's
are
like
hard.
seconds off the speed run, but it just kind of makes me look like a dork. Which, you know, I wear with pride.
I think you look cool.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Do you think I look cool when I fish?
I do think you look really cool when you fish.
Yay. Yippee.
Oh my gosh, I want to toss a little fishing rod into the top of your bowl, but not catch the fish because I don't want the fish to die, right?
That's such a good idea.
But I do want to go fishing inside of your head.
Oh, I love that idea. That's so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should just be my marketing manager for all my stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It would go very well.
Better than Ed.
Well, Ed's got the puns.
Ed
I don't
does have the puns. Yeah. Ed, I consulted Ed for one of my VTubers. I was like, hey, what do you think about this? And he had some pretty good ideas. To give him credit. But I like your ideas too. Maybe you can both be my marketing manager.
Ooh, we could shake hands. Yeah, I agree.
No, I'm not.
Get stunned, idiot.
Are all the fish in this lake this big? It feels like a fish that big could feed you for a month. That is true.
It's implied to be like a secret fishing spot that like nobody knows about. Which I
Chat
call
had a genius
shenanigans.
idea. You could set it up so that if someone does bits, it goes into your little fish bowl and it's fish food.
I love that. Oops.
That's so
Go on,
smart.
no. Go on, no.
What about stop on?
No. Go on, no. Go on, no. I don't like that. Oh, I ran out of key. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Go on, no. Go on, please. I'm just a little guy. I don't like that.
I have to be better.
Okay, we're good. We're back.
I was watching with bated breath. Sorry.
Sometimes he just, there we go. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Sometimes he just gets really unruly. And I'm like,
You got a
dude,
little
what are you
spicy.
doing? Yeah, you're supposed to be letting me beat you up, bro. I'm just a little kid. You gotta let me beat you up, bro. That's the rules. There we go. All right, we're good.
Well done.
Why are they fighting?
Why are they? Well, they're just training right now.
Thank you.
They're just training, but shortly, Trunks is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go help you beat the androids. And Gohan's gonna be like, yeah, sure. And then he's gonna like chop us in the neck and it will make us pass out. And he's like, I gotta go fight them myself, bud. I don't trust you not to die or whatever. So I'm just gonna leave you here. Take a little nap. So we do go solo into this fight. I will equip some items because I'm so good at the game, but...
No, I believe you.
I'm so good at the game, but I just like to have a couple drinks on hand, you know what I mean?
There's
Because I might get
safety
thirsty.
items, yeah.
I just might
It's
get
to make sure we
thirsty.
don't perish.
Right, it's to make sure that I don't perish of thirst, because I will get thirsty in the middle of the fight, and I might just need to, you know, crack open a monster or two, and just, you know, quench the thirst and then get right back to it. So don't even worry about it.
It's good that you have those items because, chat, did you know, we don't ever save in the speedrun. So if at any point Bath dies, it's back to the beginning.
So actually, I lied to you when I wrote that.
Bath lied to me when they wrote that, and I lied to you because Bath lied to me. So please don't come at me, come at Bath instead for writing the lie.
Yeah, don't ask me how I found that out.
How'd you find that out?
It's theoretically, one would find that out if they died during their practice run.
Which
and they
you
haven't
never would have done.
Which I never would have done. And also, that only happens to newbie babies who just start speedrunning the game.
Definitely not you.
And definitely not pros who are ranked very high up on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I believe you when you say this.
Please be nice. Please be nice. Okay, you guys need it.
Yeah, chat, sorry you've been lied to. I apologize about that.
Can I do one more beam? I can do one more beam.
Finally rid this world of you two. Let's see you try to run away from
Yeah. Oh, I really don't like it when you two do this. It's very mean to me. I just wish you wouldn't. These attacks are so mean right now.
Yeah, they're pretty mean. The androids can attack you and chain combo attacks.
Yeah, they're doing that right
Yeah,
now.
it's real not great. They're kind
Can I
of
give you a beam?
Chat.
There you go.
There's no escape.
Oh, safe technology isn't there yet. Please understand.
There's nowhere to
I'm not letting you go.
Well, that was a necessary risk, I think. All right, let's... Oh, I don't like that. Sir, please. All right, you're getting a beam. You're going to beam jail.
Yeah, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
And you let your heart win.
Stop, I'm beating up on your brother. Oh, okay, you're getting a beam. You're getting a beam for that. There you go. You got the beam for that. All right, now we're good. Now we're just down to one android. These fights are so unfair because they will gang up on you.
Yeah,
as the fight progresses.
I remember you explaining that sometimes they can both fire off combos. Sometimes they can act predictably, but sometimes they super don't act predictably, like at all.
Yeah, and sometimes if you do a really weird sequence that the AI doesn't know what to do with, like it'll break. And like a good example is like when they're stunned, they'll still chain combos and they're supposed to be stunned and not move, but they'll still be doing stuff because you broke the AI, and like that feels great.
That's unfair.
Sometimes the opposite happens where they're supposed to be attacking you and they sure aren't, and you're like, well, that's pretty cool of you. Okay, be nice to me. Be nice. Yes. All right. Very good. Where do you get all this power? All right, unskippable cutscene coming up, so that's good. This is like the first, I want to say third of the run is kind of over, so this is good. So canonically, so theoretically, or rather, just now we won the fight in the game, but canonically, Gohan does perish, unfortunately, because he's just one dude fighting two androids. It's fine, it's cool. It is Trunks' canon event for him to be the way that he is, so it does have to happen. Yeah, everything's fine though. I don't know why we're all upset. This timeline is okay.
I'm so upset.
Everything's fine.
I am crying.
Yeah. I mean, he did his best, you know? It's all good. I got two enemies in one arm. Why can't I have one enemy in two arms? That's what I'm saying. But such is the canon. You can't really do anything to speed up this fight, so I might just stand here, because they sometimes are like, what are you doing? They have like voice lines if you just sit there.
That's phenomenal.
And sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't.
Come on, Gohan. I'd hate you to go out like this.
Not one death will go unaccounted for.
Come on. You've got to.
Yeah, what else? Yeah, so that's pretty much how the fights go, is that we start with the break pattern where I'll try to break them and then go like charge up my tension gauge and then unleash a lot of like Masenko or burning on them. And then as the fights progress, they'll start to chain combos. They'll start to kind of do their own thing. The AI will get more aggressive. And so you can't really keep doing the chain combo unless you get very lucky and you just happen to like on every frame that they're available, you stun them and they behave real nice. But typically they'll kind of just do their own thing and you kind of got to react to that. So the first half of the fights will kind of look similar in this run, but the latter half you might see some cool stuff happen. If something cool is happening, typically it means that I am suffering. Like I'm doing my best to hold them off and you know, it's making for a good show.
I don't want you to suffer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the name of the game is Suffering in this DLC. Be a lot of it. Yeah. Like just now, Gohan will perish, and then you know, Trunks might go looking and see you know, go look in a puddle and maybe see something to make him really angry. It's cool though. Don't even worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it. Can
He's
you
a little
explain to me
guy.
what he sees?
He's a teenager, so he's just really emotional. Oh, shoot. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. And he has a canon event. The end. There you go.
What'd he see? What'd he see?
He may have. Well, you remember how Gohan died?
I did. I do remember how Gohan died, yeah.
Yeah, it might be related to that.
Wait, now he's Stop Han.
Trunks had, however, 3 years.
On account of he's dead.
Oh, you heard that joke here for the first time on GDQ Hotfix, the very first time. You've never heard that joke before.
Yeah.
Peep the fit. This fit's the best. It's a very good fit.
Oh, she's so cute.
I know. The Briefs family is just like the fit is perfect. She makes sure that everyone in her family is very well dressed.
Got it.
Good for
Always.
her. I'm proud of her.
Yeah. All right. Now we have to equip burning. I cannot forget to equip burning. It will ruin the run. I have ruined the run by doing that before.
Bath will now be equipping Burning Attack, which does a ton of AoE damage compared to Masenko.
So true, bestie.
I don't know why I used that voice to explain it. I don't know what possessed me to be like, no, we're doing a computer now. It is a slower windup, so Bath has to find openings where they can fire it off without getting hit first, because it's a slower windup than the soup move.
It's true. Yeah. Where am I going? Oh, Goku's house. Yeah. I love that the game tells you but sometimes the game tells you where to go. Sometimes it doesn't. But this time it was like, hey, doofus, you gotta go see Chi-Chi again. We go and see Chi-Chi. Yeah. We go and see Chi-Chi so much in this run. I feel like Trunks is just like, everyone's my mom. And it's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, man.
Hello?
He's such a mama's boy.
Yeah, why not?
Because like earlier in the game when we came here to see Chi-Chi, he was literally here because Gohan doesn't want to go see his mom. I don't know why. Gohan's stupid. So Trunks goes and sees her and is like, your son's doing fine. And she's like, thank you for coming to see me and saying that. I'm worried sick about him.
Wait, did he tell her that he's dead?
Yes. So that's not what just happened. He's just checking up on her.
Okay.
But
she seemed really
yes.
excited.
Yeah. Presumably he was the one to tell her that Gohan's dead. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, either that or Bulma. But yeah, no, he's just checking up on her because he's basically here to tell her that they're building a time machine, and Chi-Chi's like, what?
My reaction when you say you're building a time machine.
My reaction when Capsule Corp makes time machine. Okay, this is really bad. It's cool though. It'll be funny. Okay.
I like these little guys. They're cute.
Yeah, they're good. Okay, don't hit me. Okay, I need more chi. So the point of this battle is to try to get them to cluster together and then just fire burning at them from a distance. There you go. That one, that's so unlucky. I'm just gonna beat up on you, dude. There you go. Oh, there's another one? Yeah, you're gonna get a little
Where did you
burning.
come from?
Yeah, I forgot that
What
was...
does RR stand for, by the way?
Red Ribbon Army.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's kind of like Team Rocket, but they're all the way from Dragon Ball. They're from very, very early Dragon Ball. Which is kind of fun. They come back in Super quite a bit. I like that little detail.
This is what Mom was looking for. Time to head to Chi-Chi's place.
We're getting a crystal for our mom. My mom likes crystals. And honestly, Sam, I love a good crystal. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Like if I gave you a quartz, yeah, Yeah. If I gave you quartz,
if you gave me quartz, I would treasure it until my dying day.
Right?
I need
Okay,
you to know that. I
gonna
would
give you quartz.
treasure it until the day that I died. I would treasure this.
I'm definitely the second you come over and visit me, which is very soon, by the way.
It's very soon.
It's very soon. When you come and visit me, I will be putting a quartz in your palm and then closing your palm and then taking your hand into my hand.
I will immediately leave my partner.
I hope we can restore our home to what it used to be.
Oh.
When's the last time he put a quartz in my hand? I'm going to tell
Literally
you it's
never, I'm assuming. Literally
never.
Yeah. Meanwhile, me planning to put several in your hands. more than you can carry, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. What am I going to do with all these quartz?
Well, I'll also get you a bag to
forever.
carry all the quarts in. So
You
see,
are
I'm
so
just that thoughtful, you know? I'm just that thoughtful. All right. So, we're going to go foolishly challenge the androids, and we have to win the fight, but canonically we lose, which is very silly. It's a tough battle too, so it's canon accurate, lore accurate fight. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. And this is the one I fly to. Chat, if you know the lines, go ahead and say them. Androids. Androids. Androids.
The androids don't scare
If you
me.
get 4 quarts, is that a gallon? Ed, I will ban you from my channel.
How could you do this?
How could you do this to me?
How could this happen to me?
I did this to myself because I gave him a fun pass.
You gave him one though. Like, was it supposed to cover multiple puns?
I feel like it was like for a period of time and not just like 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Which was definitely not good.
Okay, well, that was on you, and this is what you have to live with now.
Yeah, that is on me. Don't do that. There you go. There you go, bud. Just behave and let me beat you up. There you go. That's good.
think you can win now.
All right. Okay, good. This fight's going good so far.
Good fight, good fight.
No. No, don't. Okay, we got it. Brought it back. All right. I think you should be nice to me. Let me go Super Saiyan a little bit. And then I'm going to do a little fun little burning attack. There we go.
Oh, chat, while we're Super Saiyan energy, there we go. That's the word. Is being drained over time, so Bath has to balance staying charged up while that's happening.
Ooh, don't. No. So actually, for these fights,
if you lied to me again, I swear to God.
It's only for these fights. Hold on, I'm getting accosted here. I really wish you two wouldn't.
Truth is, you're still just.
I'm gonna get drawn and quartzered, Ed.
All right.
I can do this. I know you were trying to settle the score.
I'm gonna give him a little burning. There you go.
Just you wait.
Just as a treat.
You two.
Come here. Come here. Bro, quit running away. There you go. So in these fights, they kind of give you Super Saiyan as a gimme. You don't really get drained ki.
Chat's very upset that they've been lied to again. Thank you.
But when you become like fully an adult, yes, you do not get free Super Saiyan. You do have to transform in the battle, and that does drain your ki. But for right now, for like when you fight as Gohan and when you fight as Teen Trunks, they just kind of give it to you. Bro, get over here. There you go.
I need you to know that Jinx Tinks says, Nichole, I think maybe not a single thing on your sheet is true.
No, it's true. I didn't lead you astray. It's just been a while since I wrote it.
If you give someone a free pass to make puns, of course they're going to use it. How could you do this to us?
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a little burning.
It's definitely illegal.
Oh, I don't like it when she does that. That's very mean. A little burning. No, I don't like any of that. Okay, they're doing a thing.
Now, chat, remember, it looks really cool, which means it's very perilous.
Yeah, if it looks really cool and there's a lot of ki flying around, generally speaking, that means I'm getting my butt kicked. But it looks cool for you, so you're welcome. All right, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah,
I'm going for it.
Go for it.
Think I can make it? That went better than I expected.
You look
nice to
so
me.
cool doing that.
Thank you so much. Okay, he's almost dead. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here, bud. Please die. There you go. Oh, okay. She clipped through the map for a second. I'm going to say the GDQ thing. That has never happened before. She was underneath the map.
Let's go.
I've never seen that before in my life. She was in a spot I could not grab her.
Oh my gosh, chat says illegal. Take them to courts.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Very good. That's very good.
I hope you're proud of yourself, chat.
I hope so too.
Because you're doing a good job.
They're doing such a good job. Except for Ed.
Except for Ed. Ed, you know what you did. He's going to post a diabolical emote and be like, I know what I'm doing.
Of course you would say that. Oh my goodness.
No, I have to heal.
I believe in you.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. This is fine. This is fine. This is cool. This is good. Have a little burning.
I'll have a lot of burning. Thank you.
Yeah, this burning is just for you. Oh, I think one more. Be nice to me. Be nice to me. Be nice to me.
Just for me, just the way I like it as quickly as possible with the chocolate shell.
Oh, dude. No, don't. Nope. Ma'am, I don't like it when you do any of that. Do you see her health? She has like no health.
She has no health. She's being incredibly mean right now.
There you go. Jeez, lady. She's like, I just want to do
rude.
one more volley. No, thanks. No, thank you. No, I didn't like that very much. Okay. So that's the second to last android fight. So we had to win the fight in the game, but canonically we do lose. And then Dragon Ball Z happens. So this is when he goes back in time and he's like, hey, I know who you are. And Goku's like, me? And he's like, yeah, man, I know who you are. He's like, oh, that's cool. I wasn't paying attention. Who are you? And he's like, don't worry about it. Take this thing. And Goku's like, cool. And then he eats it. And everything's cool.
Oh,
And everything's
is it a good
fine.
thing?
Yeah, it's medicine for his heart because it's really dumb, but he dies in the beginning of this timeline because of like heart disease, essentially.
Oh.
And it has a cure in the future, but it does not have a cure when he's dying of it. And like that's why this timeline is all screwed up because Goku's dead. He's not around to like save everybody. So everyone died except for Gohan and Trunks, and then Gohan died. So Trunks is just winging it at this point. That's why they go back in time because he's just like, I can't do this. And Bulma's like, don't worry, son. I'll send you back in time. It's completely safe and definitely patented technology. And certainly everything will be cool.
What comes after the Android fights? iPhone fights? If you have burning, you should try Quartzazone. Oh my gosh. If Beth had a quartzer for every time I said a pun. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Is that from Ed?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I like that you knew exactly which one.
I was like, that sounds like Ed.
Can I play this DLC without playing the main story?
Yes, you just have to get to a save point. But that's what I do. I've definitely not played this game. I mean, I totally have.
I believe you. Maybe.
What are we
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't believe you at all.
All right, this is actually slower, but I'm gonna do it. This is just for you, chat. This is just for you. This one's for you, chat.
You are so thoughtful.
This one's for you, chat. It's a little flavor for you. Here you go. It's had to end on a burning.
Very well. That should be enough.
Yippee! Beat up our dad.
Try where I should be. You even.
So they go to the hyperbolic time chamber. They literally are in there for I think a year. Is it a year or two?
Yep.
Yeah, they're in there for a while.
It's actually so long. It's
yeah, they're in there for a while, and I think in my head I like to imagine that Vegeta's like, do not mention my height because Trunks is like way taller than his dad, and I'm sure he has a complex about it. He'd be like, don't tower over me. I'm pretty sure they had that
tower over
conversation
me.
during that time. There's a whole year in there together. If I spent a year in the hyperbolic time chamber with you, we would just, I feel like we'd shut the door after the year was up. We'd be like, put me back in there. I don't want to leave. I think we want this one. Yeah.
It's DBZ. Time is meaningless in that show. That is also so true.
So true. I think
His
this
tiny
is the
father.
his tiny font. He's so short.
How tall is he canonically? Do you know?
I want to say he's 5'5" or so.
Oh, he's taller
Or like
than me. Feels bad.
5'6". Well, yeah, but he's not that tall. I think he's maybe he's 5'4". Chat, do you know? Or is he 5'3"? I don't know. Chat's gonna know. I don't know. All I know is Trunks is like tall. And he's taller than both of his parents. They're like, what happened to you? What happened? What do
How
you
did
mean?
this happen?
5 foot even? He's 5 foot even? There's no way. Is that true? Raggles, is that true? Yeah, please Google it.
Oh my God, would you shut up? Let's do this!
Depicted as being 5'3". But this is just like.
What the hell?
I'm gonna keep looking.
I don't know if Toriyama ever explicitly
officially,
said.
Vegeta's height is officially 164 centimeters, which is equivalent to 5 feet 4.5 inches.
He's 5'4".
However, in the early Dragon Ball Z series, during the Saiyan Saga, he was depicted as slightly shorter, around 160 centimeters, 5'3". Over the course of a series, his height is sometimes depicted as slightly taller, but is officially stated at 164 centimeters.
That is interesting. I actually didn't know that.
Shortest king.
Yeah, he is a short king for sure. All right. So I'm not supposed to pop off here, but I'm gonna pop off because I need to have my tension gauge kind of full for the next fight because this is like a back-to-back. We're fighting her solo, and then we're gonna fight her and her brother together. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, my tension gauge is gonna be all the way down, but I think that's okay.
She's so cute.
You're crazy if you think that's gonna happen.
Let's kill him, 17.
Oh, I didn't know I had enough. I had barely enough key for that. It'd be nice to me.
Calculated, actually.
E management.
Are you serious?
Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to me. You're gonna get a burning. Yeah, that's for you. That is your punishment. There you go. That's pretty good. I don't think I've seen that one before.
Nice.
But yeah, if you can break them out of their their current move, that's pretty good. All right. What the heck was that? What was that? There's a lot of that's never happened before going on in this run. It's making me a little scared. Okay, all right, they're gonna combo. It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Everything's totally under control.
I never have doubted you once in my life.
I know that to be true.
Yeah. My God, Gohan adult is 5'9". Oh my God, that's tall to me.
That was all just talk earlier. You are not surviving this.
You are not surviving this. That's true for one of us, actually. I'm gonna give you burning.
Okay, so you're a bit stronger. Starting to lose your confidence.
This is a weird fight, but it's actually going okay. It's... There you go. Okay, this is fine. Okay. There we go. No. Okay. Should not have unblocked. Wish you wouldn't do any of that, sir. There we go. Okay, we're good. Nope. There we go.
pay you back for everything you've done. We're losing. We're actually losing.
I'm gonna play this a bit safe, even though I probably don't need to, because he's got like 2 health bars left, but I think an extra stun will be good. There you go. There you go, bud. All right. All right. This should be good, I think. Have a little burning.
I like the little like Macarena that he does before doing that.
Yeah, that's the signature burning attack where he just does a lot of hand stuff and then it's just like a big old ki blast. Apparently, it's real, it's real warm and stuff. And that's why they call it that. Unskippable cutscene. So this is the last android fight. We have successfully beaten them. They do come back in Super, but that's in the other timeline. They are dead in this timeline. So yeah. But it's fun in Super when they come back because Android 18 marries Krillin. The short bald guy. Well, there's a couple short bald guys. There's a particular short bald guy that she marries. And he comes back from the future to the past again in Super because stuff's going on. And he sees 18 and has like a panic attack. He's just like, what? And she's like, chill. She's like, chill. I'm good now. I'm good. And he's like, okay. Like there's a moment where he like absolutely panics and she's like, bro, calm down.
I feel so
moment.
Bad. This is sad.
No, it's a good moment. It's really good. He also, well, I don't think he meets 17, but 17 also comes back and he's like a ranger. He's like a park ranger on this island that's like full of endangered animals and he has like a wife and kid. It's like so cute. I'm like, this is how you do fan service. This is great. Enter the butt suit. So aptly named because, yeah, you'll see.
All right.
Chat lovingly calls it the butt suit. Yep, there it is, butt suit.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. All of the Saiyans have such confidence with which to wear that suit. And I respect that. Honestly, I respect that.
They're very brave.
They're very brave. Stealth isn't really possible in this kind of getup, but they don't need to be stealthy. I think that they're fighting boldly for the universe, for the fate of the universe and the world, and there's no need to hide. You know what I mean? So it's okay if the clap of I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna fight Cell.
They're out of control.
I'm out of control. So is this fight? No, this fight's gonna go well. This fight's gonna go good.
Yeah, this is gonna go so well. I believe in you.
Here we go. All right. Already on a good pace. Just going to build tension gauge.
Give it up, Cell. You're done.
Give it up, Cell.
Damn you for running your Android 17 and 18. I deserve perfection.
I just gave them a
I deserve perfection. All right, that's good. I gotta charge a bit. There you go. I'm gonna play this extra safe because he can be really, really mean. No. Okay, he's gonna be mean. All right, I'm going for it. I hope he does a spirit bomb. Nope, he's not doing a spirit bomb. Everything's cool. No, sir. Nope. I'm going for it. Nope. Ah, dang it. I wasted it. We're good. This is good, maybe? Oh, is this good? Nope. No, just kidding. Oh, I'm gonna go on Super Saiyan. No. Ooh, this is a dicey Cell fight. He got real finicky. Come on now. Behave, sir. Okay. Oh, he got me with Solar Flare, dude. Oh, man, I hate it when that happens.
What an actual jerk.
Yeah, he's a big old jerk. Okay, you gonna let me go Super Saiyan, bro? Can I go? I cannot go Super Saiyan. I'm just gonna give you burnings here. Oh, ow. It was me. No, sir. Nope. Okay, please do your finishing move. Okay. Maybe this is good. All right, we're good. Jeez. So every time I've run this on GDQ, Cell has been really well behaved, but this is a good showcase of what happens when he just starts to chain combos on you, and you're like, dude, leave me alone. We're good. Because he does like a bunch of like attacks. Like, so his whole thing is like he absorbs the different Z warriors and he steals their moves. So you're like, oh my gosh, it's a Masenko. Oh my gosh, it's a Kamehameha. Oh my gosh, it's a Spirit Bomb. And so in the fight, he will just like chain them together and you can't get a word in. But if you can like kind of stun him and keep him in a nice spot, it usually goes a lot better. This is what happens when he just breaks out of that pattern, and I can't get a good moment to, wail on him, because while you're Super Saiyan, like we said earlier, like it drains. This is the point where when you're Super Saiyan, it drains your ki. So I have basically a timer if I don't charge it, and I did run out, and it does happen, and that's cool. You can't stay Super Saiyan forever. That's not health. Still solid S. That's good. They could remove the bombs, and they can. Oh, nope! Don't play that song. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. All right, we're good. I think that's. Yeah. So now we're moving on to Dragon Ball Super. So now we've done all the Dragon Ball Z stuff. This is the part of the plot where it's like. Before he basically goes back to the past in Super, this is kind of what went down. So we're gonna basically defeat Majin Buu at the end of this.
What?
Mama. We're checking with her mom.
You're calling right.
Always gotta tell mom what's going on.
Hello there.
Enter my favorite little guy. He's so small. He is so small. Kibito is very large.
The warrior of hope.
And he is so very small.
I don't know.
Love
Love
him.
the little guy so much.
He's so good.
Hello.
Supreme Kai is my favorite. He's so little. We're gonna go tell our mom that there's a little guy outside.
Oh.
She needs to know, honestly.
Oh, huh?
Mom, you will never guess what I just saw outside.
Oh my God, what is it?
He was such a small little guy, Mom. Mom, he was
my
so
gosh.
small.
Doesn't really feel like it right now.
But he's a god,
believe
Mom,
him.
so I can't say anything about it. Just have to be very polite. It's like, that's nice, dear. I am building a time machine. I need you to get out of here. We're gonna go to the land of the Kais. They have like so many moons, and to be honest, like look at how many moons they got. I want that many moons to look at.
Oh, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want more than one.
I do want more
Maybe
than one
I'm
moon to
being
look
greedy.
at. I know. That's why I'm like, maybe it's a selfish thing to ask for, but it would be nice. You know what I mean? It would be kind of nice. And they got that in the land of the Kais. So I'm a little jealous. Also, their sky is purple and pink, which I really like. I wish we had that too. But our planet is also pretty cool. So, everything's fine. I don't want to get greedy, but I just think it would be nice to have other options. We're going to beat up Supreme Kai. We're going to hope that he is really nice to us and lets us beat him up.
Good. I want to properly gauge your power.
If it doesn't happen, I will cry. And he'll look really cool. Please be nice.
Just as I envisioned. This tower is
Just as I envisioned. Ugh.
There's still more where that came from. Just you wait.
You envisioned getting beat up, bro? Oh, oops. I did.
Every
blow
day
him
of my life. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go Super Saiyan again. Hopefully it goes well. I'm going to do something unconventional. I'm going to charge up now and give him a little burning. It might add... Oh, no. Don't be cool. No. He's being cool. Sweet guy down.
No, don't be cool. Don't be cool.
No. Oh, I'm gonna lose Super Saiyan. Please let me do again. Please let me go again. No, no, no. Don't be cool.
Feels like forever since I fought with a sword. I think you're doing quite well.
Please don't be cool. Oh, why is he being cool? No, no, no. He's so cool, chat. I just wanted him
So
to be
cool.
No, 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 no. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, one more. Okay.
Here for now, shall we? I'm afraid
He was really cool for a sec. I haven't seen that in a while. Normally, he's really nice to us. He wanted to look really cool. And, you know, I understand. I definitely understand that sentiment. But, man, when he looks cool, it makes the run slower. There's, like, a couple frames when they are, like, gut punched, like when we sucker punch them. There's a couple frames where if you don't kind of get in there and stun them,
Have you thought of a good training
that's when they kind of start their pattern. So I'm kind of getting, like, as I'm run this more and more, I'm getting a little bit of a better feel, but it's not always like consistent.
He's just as powerful as he was when I saw him fight back then.
Now we're gonna meet up Gohan, who's a really good punching bag. He's the kind of kid that you want to give a, you know, like a swirly to or something.
Oh,
I mean, in a loving way, you know.
little guy.
He's so little. We bully him lovingly. He loves it. If he didn't love it, he wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? So everything's cool. Everything's good. We will call him a little bit of a nerd. We will beat up on him a bit. I'm going to go Super Saiyan. Because if he gets to be Super Saiyan, then I get to be Super Saiyan. Okay. Please let me charge. Please let me charge. Okay, that's fine.
I don't think I would have
No. Oh, he stunned me. Oh, Gohan. Oh, please.
a lot better.
Please be nice to me, sir. That's good. I think maybe I can beat up on him. I'm just gonna try that. Oh, that was mean. No, I don't like it when you do that move back to me is the thing. I like it when I can do that move. I don't like this. Okay, do that. Please let me beat up on you, sir. There you go. This is kind of overkill. I'm going to give him a beam. I'm going to give you burning, sir.
Yeah, he deserved it, honestly.
I lost Super Saiyan. Everything's fine, actually. Please calm down. Have this. There you go. Oh, okay, I broke him somehow. I'm just going to... Just because I need... Jeez. All right. Give us a run for his money. All right.
Thanks for the help, Gohan.
Thank you, Gohan, so much for being cool. We got such good training in. Training to also be a punching bag ourselves. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't like to be bullied, and so he'll bully us right back. That did happen a little bit. It is fine. He's allowed. If you're being bullied, you are allowed to be like, maybe I'll bully you back. Maybe that will happen.
Maybe that won't happen.
Your bully will never see it coming.
Oh, a cube.
Yeah, it's a big cube. The cubes are for the sword that he has on his back. They were gonna try to test the sword's strength by being like, here's the hardest metal in the universe, slice through it. And fun fact, that does happen in Dragon Ball Z Buu Saga, where in the other timeline, Gohan has the sword, he's training with it, and he breaks the sword by doing that. So like Trunks is about to also break the sword, but then they like find Babidi's energy and they're gonna go fight him or whatever. But in Dragon Ball Z, Gohan doesn't have such an interruption and he breaks the Z sword and hijinks ensue, and it's very funny. I do really love that part of Dragon Ball Z, and I love that in Super they kind of bring that back and they're like, you know, it's only in the manga technically and in this game, but it's a fun little... All right, these guys are really mean. They've been really mean to me lately.
Yeah. They need to be a little nicer.
I agree. Both of you need a little burning.
What if a lot of burning?
Yeah, I agree with you. Sir.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to be anyone's lunch.
Okay, my tension gauge is full. Sir, I'm not fighting you right now. No, I don't want a combo. There you go. Okay, now he's broken. Now I can do little loop-de-loo. He's gonna fire a hyper shot. I hope I can get Super Saiyan in before that. Okay, good. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We got it in before hyper shot. Pretty good. Ouch. Be nice to me. Oops. Gotta heal. Ouch. Heal again. Ouch. Heal again. It's fine that I'm a little bit low health. Don't even worry about it. Okay. That fight went better than expected. That fight's been really, oh, we did get an A, so we might get a sass at the end. Sass, maybe. But yeah, that fight's been really giving me some trouble lately. That went a little bit better than it has been going in practice.
Yippee!
These guys just love to, they get so active so quick, and they will just wail, both of them will wail on you and not give you just a dang moment to breathe. Okay, we're coming up on the last boss of the game, or fight of the game. It is Dabura. He has 2 fights. The first fight, I'm fighting with Supreme Kai, so he'll kind of help out and throw a couple key blasts when he sees fit. So the little guy will help us. After that, unfortunately, Kibito will perish, and Supreme Kai will be mortally wounded. And so it'll make us really mad, and then that'll make us like super powered Super Saiyan, and then we'll beat up on him. So hopefully this fight goes well. It can be very fast. It can also be very exciting and not so fast. We'll see what
Can it
pattern we
be
get today.
Exciting and wait, hold on. I'm getting there.
Rub those brain cells together. You got this.
I literally can't. I like his cape.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He just looks like a typical evil guy, which I really like. His English VA is very, very good. He's just got that really good evil kind of timbre.
You possess a respectable amount of strength.
Respectable amount of strength. My name's Deborah. There you go. Okay. He's doing this attack now. Have a little burning, I think, maybe? Have another little burning. Maybe have another one? Okay. Now you're being mean. There you go. There you go. Nice work, Supreme Kai. Supreme Kai actually helped us by breaking his pattern, which is really, I don't think this is another that's never happened before. He's rarely this helpful in this fight, so I'm very proud of him. He's doing good work. He's putting in the hours. Okay, I'm gonna see if he's gonna be nice to me. Okay, he's gonna do a little combo. Good job. Good job, Supreme Kai. Ouch. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ouchie. Ouch. He has so much attack. It's ridiculous. I really wish you wouldn't do all this stuff, sir. There you go. He's almost dead. He just needs a couple more burnings.
Burning.
No. It's funny because like in this fight, like we're kicking a lot of butt and we're doing really good, but like when they're doing the voice lines, I've never. Why are they doing all these voice lines? But in the fight, Trunks is like, and Supreme Kai's like, "Are you good, bro?" He's like, "No," but like we're doing really well in the fight, which is so funny. So I think like canonically he's supposed to like struggle here, and then when Kibito dies, he's really angry. We're gonna beat up on him a bit. Oops. Please, there you go. No. Will you? Are you gonna do that? Because it looks like you're gonna be stunned for a bit, and you're gonna let me do some burning.
Ooh.
Let's chain these. I'm gonna charge up a bit. Okay, this is good. I think I can eke out a couple more. Okay.
This is for what you did to Kibito.
This is fine. No, sir.
Look how dashy he is.
Ouchie. Oh, okay. All right, Bobbity. You can have that one for free. Okay. Almost good. Time will be coming up fairly shortly. Just as a heads up to GDQ. Oh. Hello. Okay. Ooh, am I gonna get it? Okay. Will that take or? Oh, okay. Time's coming up right now.
Yippee!
Yippee! That was sooner than I thought. I'm so sorry. I'm glad I said something before I got the prompt because so sometimes you get that prompt where you do like a scripted volley and then you beat them up, and sometimes you don't. So I'm glad I was like I don't see it. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay, yeah. So canonically, he's gonna do some cool moves, and then Supreme Kai is gonna become Supreme Dai. Sorry, does have to happen. Spoilers. But we did it. We prevented Majin Buu from becoming a guy who will give us a problem.
Oh, good. I don't like Majin Buu.
Yeah,
canonically, I hate Majin Buu.
He's a big problem. He's a really big problem. So it's good that in this timeline,
gotta be like that?
I don't know. Well, it's good that in this timeline he kind of takes care of it before it even becomes an issue. But Supreme Dai does have to happen in order for that to, you know. Yeah.
Yep.
That's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Trunks Warrior Horp.
You want to try that again, bud? You want to run that by me again? Ready? All right.
This has been Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Trunks Warrior Horp DLC.
Trunks Warrior of Horp. DLC.
What if not to fight for, if not the Horp? You know what I mean,
honestly,
Chat?
if you could take one thing away from the last show ever of As Seen on TV, fight for the Horp.
Chat, we should all fight for the Horp because the Horp keeps us a lorp. I'm sorry. I
get out of here. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
I got a fish for a brain. He's just swimming around. You can't blame me.
Do you have any shout outs?
Shout outs to Dragon Ball Z. No. Wait, hold on.
Shout out to Toriyama.
Shout outs to Sass. We got a Sass. We were pretty sassy.
Oh,
yeah. Shout outs to Akira Toriyama for sure. Shout outs to shout outs. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm not recalling his name, but someone from the animespeedruns.com or anime speedruns, I don't know if it's .com, but anime speedruns, someone reached out to me to tell me about this run and basically say, hey, you're on world record pace. You just need like a base file that completely beats the game. And then if you did the DLC, they're like, you're basically going to get a world record. They were basically coaching me in this run. They reached out to me 2 years ago to tell me that. I have not changed my ways since then. But shout outs to that person. I wish I knew what the username was. It was a DM I got 2 years ago. But shout outs to the anime speedrun community. they are very, very nice. When I started speedrunning this game and I had a lot of questions, they were very, very they're very chill. You can access that Discord, the Anime Speedruns Discord, through speedrun.com. So if there's a anime speedrun that you want to learn, they do a lot of like One Piece games. They do a lot of like Dragon Ball Z games. They do, I think the AOT games as well are in there. So if you're like, I want to run an anime game, they probably have like a channel for that. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to my chat. Shout outs to Ed for being a menace and also taking care of some mod responsibilities for me. And shout outs to you, Nichole.
Thank
for
you.
this lovely show. It has been just such a delight to be able to run this again, and be like the bookend to this little chapter. Honestly, it's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And where could people find you if they want to see more cool things that you do?
People can find me at twitch.tv/bathandjan. And I got all my social media links on there. I got Blue Sky. I got like YouTube. The YouTube is basically just for speedrun stuff. So if you just like watching speedruns that are on SRC, you can go over there. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yippee. Well, thank you for joining me on the final show of As Seen on TV. May it rest in peace forever. It's like it's a little funeral fort.
Oh no.
Thank you, chat, for being here with us for the past 2 years of As Seen on TV. I really appreciate all of you. We've had a lot of fun. But now, just wait. There are more speedruns coming up because Passion Project is up next. So hang on. Sit tight. Stay in your seats. Don't move. Just kidding. Go get some water or food if you want to. Stretch. It's very healthy to do that. And I will see you again sometime in my life, not on TV. And I'm
Bye, chat.
Again in the future. Goodbye, chat. Have fun.
Goodbye.
Have a good Passion Project.
Goodbye.